Konnichiwa. How's everyone doing tonight? I hope you are all well. Slightly late because I was trying to update, what is it called? A video driver and get this game working. The load up page was being bonkers for me. And now, even though it says I'm streaming, I can't get my stream showing on my laptop. Hi Glass, how are you tonight? Oh, this game. Hi Mink, how are you doing? I'm good, and you? I'm good too. You're cold? Whee! Onion can go warm you up, I promise. But yeah, it's pretty cold here too. Thank you for lurking, Glass. Okay, they're shooting rockets. There's no English voiceover, so everything will be in Japanese. Wada? Or is it Walter? Is it Saimeki's cat? Walter! She has a shield. She looks creepy. Is she actually a teammate or a bad guy? I assume a bad guy, because they look creepy as heck. Go back up. They're dropping me right into the game. The sample, leave it here. Dartshire. All units, be on alert! Missing intelligence on this enemy is recommended not to engage. Maybe I should move over here for now. Them hut on. We need to reduce the enemy numbers, give the order, Commander. So I can't move the screen at all. Half cover can be climbed, can be destroyed. It has an endurance of 4. Sessions come to save me from the clutches of boredom. Nodders. So you move them, then click to attack. To our target within 7 tiles, deals physical damage equal to 80% of attack. Oh, lag spike for a sec there. Oh, disappear. And they summon a whirlwind. The question is, do we actually have healers and such? Stay vigilant, prioritize getting the box back to the MBV. What box? I literally shot one person and it's over? I'm gonna have to talk to this person. Sasha's fallen to the dark side, have I? I literally have not seen anything of Girls Frontline before. I've heard of it in the past, like the original game and stuff, but I keep seeing videos for this on Twitter, and some of the videos looked kind of cool, so I thought I'd give it a try. Also, hi Philip, how are you tonight? The Intercontinental Railway train is approaching the station. All holds are off, but you were almost dead. You took like 1 hit and you were at 20% HP. So you got the pre-rolls, now you're getting that safety thing you do with the hour length everything. Yep. Watch the evacuation route over there. Take the box and leave via the passage immediately. Tsk. Hurry back up after you're done, leader. Oh god, she's the Sundari. I'll move back now. And she has a tight outfit, oh lord. I hope you can abandon these unrealistic fantasies. I love how we literally abandoned our leader who was at like 0 health practically after a single hit, yet they're surrounded by 3 people. Damn it, there's no end to this. Oh, looks like you need an little extra help. Oh, that's the sussy girl. She's like a cat girl, and she does some big bend over animation, and it had like 100,000+ retweets on Twitter. I kid you not. See, cat girl. She's got the little tail and such. Here, please select Paritra to support the team. I did select her. Wait, why don't I just shoot them from behind? AoE corrosion damage equal to 100% of attacked people in a 9x9 area centered on self, excluding the inner 5x5 area. For each target hit, increases damage. Oh, so it doesn't hit within two things, but then it AoEs past that, so you have to be very particular in where you have the character set up. I thought it was going to be like a rocket. Everyone, is it time to get moving? Should we continue retreating? The leader is still. Secure the box and evacuate immediately. I don't even know what the box has in it. I think they may have said. They're just filthy rats from the sewers, annoying but not enough to affect the battle. As for you, you won't be so lucky. Run! We knew him for like... Aw, it's gonna be like they're dead. You've been released from gay baby jail on good behavior. I am glad to hear it. You're afraid it's the end of the line for you. Don't worry, you'll soon reunite with your comrades. In hell! Aw, she didn't say it. Everyone retreat immediately. I won't let you take another step. You were literally just going to run from her. You were literally about to run from her, and now you're like, you won't take another step. Ridiculous. One sec. If music stops, it's because I tapped away for a second, and that seems to kill the sound. Hey Sash, I see you're having a fun game. I just want to wish you a good night gaming and happy dreams when you sleep this morning. Moi. Good night, Nikki. You have yourself sweet dreams as well. Thank you for stopping by. It's good to see you. Your performance is lacking, and I've just about run out of patience. So what say, do they? Yeah, they keep doing little videos. And opening her brooch unlocks her true power. I'm not big on how she looks, but it just doesn't feel like the setting to me. So what, her huge power is blocked by a single grenade? Hi, Halo Man. And someone's gonna catch her, because there's no way they're gonna let a character die this fast. Her eyes are freaking out. Oh, I like that. The mushroom cloud becomes a big tree. Is it intentional you're crammed into the corner? It is. Just so people can actually see what was going on in the cinematics and game. And like I said, I never played the first game, so I don't know if there's actually any guys aside from, like, the commander person. I assume there's not, because the name is literally Girls Frontline. This video is wild indeed. And is she just having, like, a vision because she's falling to her death? I don't know if the girls are robots. Like, you can see in her eyes that stuff were spinning around. And that looked like the stuff you'd see on a motherboard, etc. Should I take this game as some kind of hot anime girl fighting game? I believe it plays a little bit like XCOM, but pretty much, yeah. The girls I've seen are less hot and more cute, but I keep seeing ads for it and people retweeting stuff for it on Twitter, and I liked some of the designs, so I thought I'd give it a try. If I get bored of it, I get bored of it. That happened with Wuthering Waves. Hi, Jed. How are you doing tonight? How's it going? Got the night off tonight? You're having tea and considering your dinner options? Nice. I hope you end up enjoying your night off then. That's rare. That's rare if it's not like the weekend at least. But this is, as far as I know, it's basically like a gacha game. And I think it's playable on phone as well. So it can't be too resource heavy, I would like to think. Then again, things like Genshin can be played on your phone, weirdly enough. Darkness all around. Okage! Hi, Onion. Are you gonna play this game? A hazy mist and... Good lord, that phone scared me. A hazy mist and darkness obscure my view. I hear water dripping. Judging from the echoes, I am in a very spacious environment. This place must be... You wish to leave? I would like to know why. You're not sure, but you might try it. The Shattered Order is calling for restoration. This broken world can finally be unified. Everything before us shall be reformed into a new world, a new order, and we shall be a shining beacon in this brave new world. Just you, not us. You don't need me, Earl. To you, I'm just a pawn that can easily be replaced. I won't take orders from you anymore. You're scared if you get attached to another Gamba game. You usually have Tuesday, Wednesdays off, but you might be working extra hours next week because your usual relief is taking a full week off. Oh, wow. Simply wish to know your final decision. The hedgehog who serves The hedgehogs? Serves absolute truth? Like, what? I'm glad you put the googly eyes, because I'm just like, the hedgehog serves absolute truth. Am I missing something here? I feel like I'm missing something here. Usually you start with this question, are there any girl-like characters mentioned? I'm not sure, maybe. Hi, Kai, how are you tonight? Sonic mentioned. Wow, deleting Kai Shing's message? Who? How dare you? Wow, Seer deleting Kai's message? Hopefully you didn't, like, time them out or something. That's horrible. Were you trying to shout them out? Were you trying to shout them out and you just deleted their message instead because you didn't want them to come by? Ridiculous! But hi, Kai, I'm sorry that my mods are bullying you. The hedgehog who... You timed her out? Kai, I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I know it's a mistake, so don't worry, sir. Don't worry. It's hilarious. The hedgehog who serves absolute truth. The hedgehog who serves absolute truth reduces the world to one organizing principles, raises his spines all over, and staunchly resists all other views. The cunning and mercurial fox rides the waves of tumultuous times, narrowing his eyes and discerning the discordant voices that can reshape the world. You once asked me this question. Now I'm making my choice. You don't wish to be a hedgehog? Nor do I wish to be a fox. Liar. So your choice is to run away. Sounds good to me. No, my choice is to stop being your pawn. Hedgehog or fox, I'd still end up being used as a stepping stone by you and other buggers like you. Does it matter what choice I make? The world hasn't become any better or worse. Nothing has changed at all despite all the choices I made. I will not make excuses for what happened in the past, but you must get over things that are already set in stone in order to make your choice. Problems do not get solved by running away. You are no more a coward than a coward if you only wallow in self-pity. That's right, we ain't no Sonic and we ain't no Tails. Oh, that's true, I didn't think of it that way, Skaven. I'm running away? I'm a coward? Ha! Fine, I admit it. Don't come looking for me anymore. I won't come back. As I've told you, my final decision is self-exile. Farewell, Earl. You must make the right choice. Your destiny must return to its ordained path. Enjoy this momentary separation. We will meet again. He sounds like a stalker. Commander. And so do I encounter the girl that fell? Erg. Seems pretty cool, not gonna lie. So was I out just partying by myself? Wait, there's a girl there. Everyone is cool and I will pass that on for you. Okay, it's loading. We'll see if there's any girls that look like Gura for you, Onion. Ow, ow, ow. In the operations room, Groza is busy working at the main terminal. Her gaze is fixed ahead. You're awake, Commander. There's some sobering tea on the table next to the coffee machine. Tea mansion! Jed! Look! They talk about tea! Jed, are you as excited as I am because they talked about tea? Oh my god! No, I'm kidding. But anytime I think of tea now, I think of Jed. Not even gonna joke. Sober what? Sobering tea. Mei Ling wrote down the recipe after she got drunk, so I tried making it some. Give it a go. If someone gives you a recipe while they're drunk, I probably would not follow it. It's probably going to be the wrong ingredients and the grossest thing ever. Thank you for the biddies for the giant zoom emote. Or eyes, rather. Chocolate milk is so good, it is. I literally have it in my fridge. Does this mean the chocolate milk is up or ab? No, I've changed it shut, so you can never get it. Mei Ling? Actually, that sounded right when they said it. After rising to my feet, I make my way to the table in the lounge, picking up a cup filled with a cool amber-colored fluid. Oh great, the moment I wake up and I'm gonna get drunk again. I mean, relatable. I'm kidding, I don't drink. What's in this? A few ingredients with strange names. And you boiled them for me to drink. I will be your sword and shield, and in return you will tell me how my cooking tastes. Remember these words, Commander. If I'd known better, I wouldn't have made a promise like that. It's cutting into my life expectancy. Oh, this is spicy. Are you sure this can be drunk? It does smell dubious, but the effects seem quite promising, don't you think? Dubious? The smell alone wakes me up completely like a smack in the face. Let's save the rest for the next party. There probably won't be a party for a long time. Just yesterday, Mei Ling's collection got cleaned out and used to throw the welcome party for Krolik. Why don't you give some proper thought to how to make up for that, Commander? The URNC seems to be accelerating their development plan lately. The Varjoggers are running around everywhere, and Elids are showing up more and more frequently. Our missions are getting increasingly difficult to complete. I did see some creatures that looked like aliens or monsters online. I look over at the console on the desk. The screen is still showing the mission interface. Didn't I, say I was done with the people? Are we going to find out they're the real government and now I don't have any funding because I ditched them? We are already day 25 into the mission of transporting the item designated Task 3115, but our progress is only at 63%. You're the government? Ban them. Ban the government! Eat the rich! Fight! Blue Archive reference? Maybe. If I multiply the cost of carrying out the mission by the time factor, the total sum would be a lot. So, you're part of the government? Wait, you're part of Verlix? Money is getting harder to come by, and the Elmo's balance sheets have been in the red every month, so Mei Ling's rice wine will have to wait until we finish this job. She won't mind, will she? With our expenditures on the rise, we need to complete more assignments more frequently to keep Elmo running, so this ship is called Elmo. Situation should improve as we take in more people. Or members. Krolik, you mean? That finally solves our problem of communicating with Nemesis. What about the others? All the idle dolls... Okay, they are dolls. All the idle dolls are helping Mailing with maintenance on the vector engines in the engine room. Our drones detected an approaching collapse storm 3 hours ago. This gives me Arknight vibes, because I think it's like a big moving ship, and then they talk about the collapse storm, which makes me think of the Originium disasters going around the world. 3 hours ago? Wait, so we're in the middle of a storm right now? Everyone was resting at the time, so the mobile base vehicle proceeded along its preset course. Is this region prone to collapse storms? The environmental data from Brief didn't include any warnings on the subject. How reliable. Bring up a topographical map of the surrounding area. As Grosha taps away on the console, a map is displayed on the project screen in the operations room. You heard there was a Nikkei-type minigame in this? Oh, like where you click on the screen, and then they jiggle their butts in between reloading? Hi Rexy, how are you tonight? Sashak10 blep to you too, yes? Really? I'm not big on that clicking stuff. It was fun as like a little thing, but if that's the main part of the game, I'll probably get bored of it fast. Thank you for the head pat, Regeared. I'm good, how are you? I'm good too. We are currently approaching the storm. There is a valley upwind of it, but the surrounding terrain is quite rough. If we take shelter there, we run a higher risk of being ambushed by lurking threats. It's more dangerous to move through the storm while our vector engines are being serviced. Let's take refuge in the valley. You think it's just a mini-game? Okay, good. The number of breakdowns experienced by the vehicle have spiked recently. We may need to do extensive maintenance. Well, it's been running for 10 years. We'll have money once we're done this mission. Let's give Elmo an overhaul then! Makeover! This mission pays too well, Commander. I know. Not to mention we have to go to a troublesome place like the Green Zone. Isn't the Green Zone normally like a safe place? Hi Pandar, how are you tonight? But we're bounty hunters now. We take money and render a service. We deliver our cargo to its destination without hiccups and earn an honest living. I normally don't think of bounty hunters as being an honest living. Nothing you've done over the last 10 years can be considered an ominous living. She absolutely called him out on it, like right then and there. Didn't even give him a second to bask in what he said. Green Hill Zone, the sonic connection deepens. Gasp! Actually, girl boss. What if we compare it to the things I did before that? Then it is an honest living. Oh. The height of the valley is different from... Is that like we just teleported to the next area? Hi Riri, how are you tonight? I'm gonna shout at Riri before anybody else gets a chance. Pog. Everyone's cool, I will pass that on, and thank you for the hydration. I need it with talking so much. The height of the valley stated is different from what's stated in our map data. We can't launch drones during the storm, so we cannot be certain of the terrain data pertaining to the surrounding region or real-time conditions. Chances of being ambushed will go up if we carry on like this. Do you think you'll be sticking with this game? Zero idea. I tried Nikkei at one point. I think I played it for like 2 months and then I just stopped. Like 90% of the Nikkei characters weren't my type. 10% I really liked, but I didn't like the clicking part, just clicking and autoing half the stuff. So it's like most of the games I've stuck with have been the Hoyoverse ones. Wuthering Waves I gave up on, Nikkei I gave up on. So it really depends on how this game works. There's only one Nikkei character you thought looked cool. Our chances of being ambushed will go on if we carry up like this. So we're practically blind, huh? How are engine repairs going? Still in progress. Override the safety speed limit and move through at full speed. I'll buy more bottles of wine for Mailing the next time we go shopping. You think their name was Polly? I estimate we clear the valley by 8:54. We fall silent. Time ticks by as the vehicle moves forward. The end of the valley gradually opens into room. Very fluffy hair. Hold on, let me look at that character. I think I've seen them. Oh, okay, I know that character. Okay, so someone attacked us. There was an ambush after all. Oh, snap. I think she's a doll. I'm not sure, but I think she's a doll. And they're stealing stuff from us. They talked about living dolls. So they're kidnapping us? Take her away? I picked a male. I swear I picked male when I started. Take her away? Question mark? Welcome. Hello? Hello? Tisk. You up. That insignia. Varjoggers. Huh. Your way of tying people up is pretty crude. You always pick female, then regret it later on. It really depends on the game. Some games I pick male, other games like Fallout I pick female. Hold on, the dog's staring at me through the French door. I'll let her in. You realize you could open this door with a little push. Come on. You're a good girl. You're a good puppy dog. Quit your whining. There's a collapse storm outside. You ever been in one? Not yet, unfortunately. Well, it's your lucky day. Want to give it a try? For ZZZ, you wish you picked male? I think you're able to switch between male and female at this point. Like, I don't think it matters who you picked at the start now. Like a month ago? A month ago? 2 months ago? I swear there was an update where they made it you could switch freely between the two main characters and like 2 or 3 of the most recently released characters. And they said that they'll add the other characters eventually for switching between them if you own them. I think you can switch, but it doesn't stick to the point of view during story or the dating thing. Okay. I stretch my body as inconspicuous as I can to make sure the GPS device below my chest is still intact. The heck are you doing? My legs are numb. I'm stretching them. Don't try anything funny. Spit it out. Spit what out? The only thing I've had since yesterday was wine and a cup of tea. The smell might be kind of intense if I spit it out, you know? Drop the act. Open this thing. Right, you're standing on the thing in question. Don't you Varjoggers have a lot of experience opening boxes? Smack. You'd better wise up. Open this dang thing, or this day next year is going to be the anniversary of your death. The one thing with the Chucky milk, is that what they're storing in there? You need a code to open the box. You need the code? Yes, a code. Now if you tell me why you're here to seize this box, I'll give you the code. Why? You think we need a reason to take your stuff? If you had any sense, you'd have handed over your valuables long ago. If this is about money, why don't we try to make this a win-win? I'll pay you what you want, and the box leaves with me. How about that? Win-win, you say? How much money could you possibly have in that beat-up vehicle of yours? You wound me. Enough. Give me the code. Code is too complicated. It'll take some smack. How about we put some holes in your head? Will that help, you think? Our employer only allows us to open this box in case of emergency. The code is on my vehicle's computer. Don't give me that crud. I've blown your vehicle and those trash dolls of yours to pieces. Blown to pieces, you say? But they look perfectly alive and well to me, as if they're sneaking up on him. What? Boss! So some of them are catching up to us that were left behind. Mist roams between the valleys. Oh, so we're not on my ship anymore. When they kidnapped us, they took us away on these cars. I thought we were still on the ship with that thing. The cinematics look decent so far. They're shooting at, like, nothing. I like her purple hair. Is that the girl that fell? They're giving me a mask, so and the other ones are wearing masks, so I don't know if you can actually breathe the air or not. The Jeep is a safe distance away. I treat the bullet wound on my shoulder with the medkit in the car. Or the Jeep is now a good distance away. What took you so long? Upon the plains, the storm conceals an invisible object. What? Nemesis, where are Groza and Krolik? Why are you all using spare bodies? Oh, so is this not what they normally look like? They're using spare bodies? She straight up pulled apart the chains. Do you like buff women? Because I mean... I was in the ops room, and Krolik and Nemesis were in the engine room when we were caught in the explosion. Only Mei Ling survived by taking cover in an empty fuel tank. The frame depot was completely destroyed, so Mei Ling promptly uploaded our neural clouds into the remaining spare bodies before we set out immediately. Right now, Mei Ling is working as quickly as she can to get the drone elevator back on, so air support will have to wait. We need orders, Commander. Get the box back. That's our order because we can't get paid without it. Groza, seated on a passenger seat and focused outside, hesitates for a moment. We can't guarantee your safety without doll protection. You like ones that can wield tridents, blue tridents? I mean, we could Photoshop a trident in. Do I look like I need protection? That sounds sussy. Why is he telling a girl that he doesn't need protection? No, I'm making too many sussy jokes. I'm the sussy one, aren't I? We're going to starve if we don't get that boss back. Or box, not boss. Understood. And if they're living dolls, do they have to eat? Because they're saying we're going to starve and not just he's going to starve. Real Sesha hours tonight. Quick, give us a hand. Boss wants this box loaded onto another vehicle. Shh, he ran off and left us with all the hard work. Commander, the box is just ahead. Fortunately, they haven't reached it yet. Approaching enemy target, prepare to engage. Water to cleanse you of the sussy will do. Thank you for the hydrate. Wait, who's the... Oh my god, those dolls are back! Are you up to date with the Star Rail story? Maybe. I think I kind of am. Like, I'm not 100% sure because the story, like, split off into multiple things. I've done the stuff with the white-haired fox girl. I did the stuff with the academy, with the Banana Academy. Those were considered part of the main storyline for some reason. I probably am up to date to the story or very close. Okay, you're doing that stuff right now. Call for backup. There's no way we can handle them. I think you're up to date. Okay, good. I swear this is the girl that fell to her death at the start. Commander, considering the current situation, I believe we should immediately initiate an attack on the enemy. Duh. Please issue command to me. Click the target location. And click the enemy. And then confirm to attack. Damage confirmed. There are still residual enemies on the field. Please clean them up. So you click them, you click close enough, and then you click the enemy. Oh, wow. Sussy outfit. Also, yes, you think there were more so main side quests, not really main story. Okay, they were still considered part of, like, the main voyage or whatever, the Trailblaze. They weren't side quests, so that's why I was confused. Blocks recovered, Commander. It was literally guarded by 2 people. They shot up the car, we escaped so I could heal, and then they only leave 2 people protecting the box they stole. On an open stretch of valley in the yellow zone. Under extremely poor visibility, the Jeep steadily advances through the storm when it suddenly runs over a large rock on the ground and lurches to one side. Groza, who's on overwatch on the roof with a leg wedged through the window, is almost thrown off. At the same time, a large chunk of rock is dislodged by the storm from the cliff that the Jeep is driving past. It hurls through the air straight towards the Jeep. And it looks like they're still being chased. Jostled by the rock it just ran over, the Jeep suddenly decelerates and the Varjagers in hot pursuit are rapidly catching up. The Varjanger on the roof of the frontmost vehicle starts laying down fire at us in the box. Aren't they worried about breaking the box? Like, it looks like it's cracked to heck here. Commander, I can't secure the box. Tisk. Bullets enlarge falling rock, closing on the Jeep and the box simultaneously. Groza is now immobilized and utterly helpless. Hi noob, how are you tonight? Groza! Having been continuously jostled and attacked, the crack on the box continues to widen until the outer shell bursts open all of a sudden. The explosion blows the incoming projectiles and rock away and leaves an indent on one corner of the Jeep. Groza is knocked down by the shockwave. Nemesis stopped the vehicle, so the box broke open. Nemesis brakes hard, bringing the vehicle to a halt. The broken box reveals another slightly smaller box. Its content cannot be made out. And then that box will have a smaller box, and then that box will have another smaller box. You think Trailblaze missions and Trailblaze Continuous, which is world building supposedly? That makes sense. Smaller box appears more or less identical to the bigger one. It shudders in the air, then lands several meters away from Groza. What's this? Commander! Amid the collapse storm, Groza scrambles to her feet with great difficulty. Now that the Jeep is stopped, the convoy has us promptly surrounded. The Jeep carrying their leader lingers in the back. So the banana thing for Starro reminds you of that Corone song. You mother blankers think you can escape? Dying for nothing isn't wise, ammo's expensive, and the thought of wasting on you makes my heart ache, you see? Just say that you're cheap, dude. Get the box back! And crush the bugger. Whoa, Sasha, yeah, I said mother blanker. That's not really say-so, is it? Well, you didn't look. Did they actually say a swear word? They censored it, but it said M star 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 something K star star star, and you could tell it was mother blanker. But it's like 90% of it was censored. Commander, we've got company. Nemesis prefer combat. Stop them getting closer. Nemesis has like a skin-tight suit on. Still running? Out of steam already? Everyone get in cover! And I think half cover is supposed to reduce damage. Yeah, the purple-haired girl is named Nemesis, the one with the skin-tight suit. Hold them off, wait for boss to bring reinforcements, get the box back. She's got like a sniper rifle, it looks like. I can't just move around the screen, annoyingly. Pay attention to these lines, they display information about upcoming attacks. So everybody's attacking Nemesis, basically. White line indicate the target is protected by cover. Yellow line indicates reduced effectiveness of cover. Click to move to the location. But I want to go there. I want to go there. Stupid tutorials. Click on fillet. Filleted? It says philology. As can be seen, enemies protected by cover, which means we can't do good damage to them. So we'll flank him and eliminate him. Attacking from this position, the cover will not provide extra protection for the target. And it says, select one target in 7 tiles to do 80% of attack. Feels so many waifus as some kind of outfit or bodysuit hugging their figure. I mean, it sometimes looks really good. Even Ganyu from Genshin, who I love her design, wears a bodysuit, but then she slightly covers it with other outfit pieces. Okay, so is it actually letting me? It says like 20% from both. Can I not move these people? Oh. If I go here, it still says yellow. If they wore baggy clothes, no one would buy the figurines. So this still says 20%. But if I run like here, just... no, that says 20% too. Okay. I guess that isn't... that's why you like Keiching or whatever they're called. I never know how to pronounce their name. It looks like Keiching to me, but I feel like that KE is pronounced slightly different. Reinforcements, Commander, firepower's limited, we must evacuate. All of you, get them, take the box back. You have no idea, actually. Half the time I play without the sound on or such, so I don't even hear them talking. You probably say it wrong yourself. The Varjagers shuffle around for a bit, but maintain the loose encirclement. They outnumber us too much for my liking. Groza, how are we doing? Our tire is shredded. We can only move at a low speed. Cowards! There's only a handful of them. Get in there! Get 'em! How much longer till drone support arrives? So I think we have a third girl, but she's working on the drones. Mei-Ling couldn't give us an estimate on when the drone elevator would be fixed before we set out, and the interference from the storm is too strong for transmissions to get through. I'd say we have to hang in a while longer. Just curious, have you gotten on Starrail today for the new patch? I don't think so. I logged into it last night. I'm sure I logged into it last night to do my dailies or such. But if the patch happened like midday, then I don't think I've logged on. I probably haven't even updated it, because for the last day or two it said you could pre-install, and I was too lazy. If we don't do something soon, you can kiss this commander goodbye. Bring out the big guy! Hurry and get rid of them. They're giving a free 5-star to claim from Standard Banner. Nice, nice, nice. I think I have most, if not all, of the standard ones. Didn't they just give us a free 5-star like a couple months ago from the Standard Banner? That's... It's a modified mech equipped with a large caliber cannon. We need to get off the vehicle ASAP, Commander. Through the storm, a mech that seems to have been converted from a construction vehicle rises to its full height. You chose Welt? I think I chose Welt from the free 5-star before, and I've leveled them up fully with decent relics. The mech emerges from behind the convoy and slowly turns to us, pushing aside the Varjagar vehicles. That'll show you. Their ammo may be expensive, but my artillery fire definitely hurts more.
Mystical Legendary Supreme.
Hi, Sleep. How are you doing tonight? You still don't have Yanqing or Gepard? I have both of them, and I've leveled neither of them. I can't remember if I already had, like, a wind damage dealer or something like... or ice, or yeah, ice. Yanqing or whatever is ice. And I believe I already have whatever the girl with the blindfold is. So I was like, you have an E6 Himiko? That's honestly depressing. I don't think Himiko's even that good. She was my first 5-star, I think. And I practically never used her. The Varjagar's startling armament only makes her situation more dire. The modified mech gets even closer. Our battered jeep is completely at his mercy. You literally only get Himiko when you lose the 50-50. That is hilarious and awful at the same time. Looks like I'm finally out of luck. Commander! You're vibing. Might return to Nappy's house. Sasha? Sasha's good. I take it that's Mei-Ling. Commander, do you copy? Commander! 2 drones tear through the storm, come driving towards our location. The signal reception of the short-range communication device installed in the drones isn't the best, so the voice speaking through the communications is patchy, but the 3 of us let out a sigh of relief when we hear it. Shutty the onions, it's already on cooldown, sadly. Mei-Ling, you're in time. How's the mobile base vehicle? Commander, we're screwed. Commander, the MVV is totally wrecked this time. Teardrop. Ah. All our stores and parts have been destroyed. Those buggers even stole the collapsed pieces I've been saving up. I wonder if that's premium currency. Your stomach is acidic, so you're gonna eat and watch from afar. Sounds good. Mei-Ling, it'll be fine. There'll be more collapsed pieces to come. In any case, get us out of here. How much longer can these drones fly? How big are the drones? Oh, you're right. You're still around, Commander. I'll still be getting a paycheck. Melee maneuvers one of the drone to lay down suppressing fire on the mech and commands the other one to land on a safe cliff further away. The drones have an hour's worth of fuel left. Hurry and get on, Commander. Okay, it's big enough that we can ride on it. Groza and Nemesis fall back and bring the box along. So a single drone is able to fend off the mech. That's... Commander, they're catching up. Ooh, the mech looks cool. It's got like a flaming ball for its hand, a wrecking ball, trying to run. Dream on. Commander, focus on defense and don't leave cover rashly. So are we going to have the drone to like nuke enemies? I didn't mean to do that. Oh, it said she had other abilities. Select one enemy and do 80% damage to them. Select an enemy dealing 130% damage. When attacking near cover, increases damage by 20% and gains 2 points of Confectance Index, which I assume is like skill points. Select a target, applies defense down 2 for 1 turn, and deals 130% attack damage. So she has a defense down move that I could use on the mech, if it gets closer. I love how they jump onto this side facing us. Don't you dare run off, get back here and chase them. What a useless bunch. If you let them escape, I'll feed you to the Elids, which I assume are the monster alien things. Okay, so she deals 80% damage, deals 130 damage, and reduces their movement speed for 1 turn. Applies 2 stacks of shelter and defense up 2 to all allied targets within 6 squares for 2 turns. Gains 1 point of index for each allied target within range. Increases counterattack count by 2 for that. So she has a defensive buff to everybody nearby. And once in a while there's a tiny lag spike. Hi chef, how are you tonight? I hope you are well. I don't know if we get XP for every enemy killed, since it's like a gacha game or mobile game. I doubt it. It's likely per level. And I think cover has a certain amount of health. Commander, drone support is ready. We need to input the drop coordinates. Oh, and it nukes the entire area. Dang it, faster, dang you. Faster! Interception complete, enemy assault has been hindered. Continue with the evac. Okay, and there's challenges for the thing. Unlock title, Groza joined. Okay, so mission 1 is complete. The question is, will we actually get to go back to the mobile base? Increases weapon proficiency. Experience. Level for experience for dolls. That's probably money. And that's probably the premium currency. You're drinking a monster and playing Black Ops 6. I'm actually going to try out Black Ops 6 in the next day or 2. I might play a bit of the single player first and then switch over to try zombies. I looked up Xbox Game Pass and you could play for 2 weeks for $1 with some promotion. So I downloaded it today and tomorrow night I'll probably try that out. Okay, there's the mech and there's a ton of people on the ground by it. Retreat! Look out, Commander! Mailing, hit them! So she's carrying the box on her back. Mailing, mind your defense. Yes, leader! Oh, they're shooting down the drone. Pull up, Mailing. Looks like you need to retake your drone piloting course. Now isn't the time for this, Commander! Oh, and the drones. Whoa, those drones are big. And this thing's gonna deflect. Oh, there's a girl inside it. Of course there is. Or a doll, at least. She honestly looks like that pink-haired girl from Natlin in Genshin. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Pink hair, it's got the braids, it's got on the hands and the feet those holes. Ay, no! Nemesis, secure the box. She just instantly stopped it. Leave this place to me, and then she runs in. What the hell do you think you're doing? Get that box back, got it. He wants a little girl in a box? Talk about creep. I take it he's the leader we're talking. Thumbs down! Die, damn you. Die! And he's probably gonna kill his teammates. You thought this was an ad for a second? Nope. They've got a bunch of cinematics in the game. It used to be you got a full first month for $1. Now you only get 2 weeks. Yep. Game Pass inflation. Oh, and she uses... Oh, I thought she was going to use that to jump up to the drone. And these girls are like mechanical dolls, basically. Of course, grenade right into the turret. Kinda cool. Is she just gonna fall down? Oh, no, okay. I was confused. I was like, she just falls on her back, dies. She took out the mech, though. Thumbs up. One of the 2 drones got blown up, so that's even more money gone. Never mind, not boss time. Yeah, it certainly looked like it. You're right about that. It said the first level was completed, though, so I kind of didn't think we'd be in another one right away. The mobile base is below us, holding tight. That doesn't look as cool as I thought. It's skinnier than I expected. You realize if we mess up now, no one's going to be paying us? Sigh, consider I'm going to be hit with the repair bill for my beloved Elmo. I can't let this drone get any more banged up. Could you please not comment on my piloting? Yeah, shutting up. No, and then they die. Kinda lame that you don't get to fight the big mech, but I'm sure you'll get to fight big mechs later. I bet you we fight literally that exact same mech later. Like, I feel like they wouldn't go to the bother of making a big skin like that for a monster not to reuse it. The drone lands on the drone elevator of the Elmo, which has undergone initial repairs. We clamber out of the rubble, the wound on my shoulder bleeding again due to impact. Ow, ow, ow. Commander, are you alright? It's just a scratch. I'll get a checkup afterwards. How's Mei-Ling? Mei-Ling emerges from the entrance and rushes towards us anxiously. Ah, Mei-Ling, I'm currently hot with collapse radiation, so maybe we can dispense with the welcome back hug. What are you talking about, Commander? Our communications equipment along with the drive train are all destroyed. We've managed to get the control systems online with emergency repairs, but all our part stocks and doll frames were blown up. Our budget for new equipment is 0. You do have some collapsed pieces of your own in reserve, right? Please tell me you do! Is this a gacha game? I think it is. I'm fairly sure it is. Girls Frontline was a game that I knew next to nothing about, but I used to hear about, and now I keep seeing all these things about the animations in the second one. I'm fairly certain it's a gacha game. It's a mobile game, but they allow you to play it on PC. And it just came out today. And it's all cute girls, as far as I know. I'll pay for it. That's wonderful, Commander! But with our communications equipment wrecked, I guess we can't make an order with brief right away, can we? True. How are the vector engines? Oh, they're barely running. We're missing parts for the control systems, and I can't complete repairs on it. Our current safe movement speed is around 25 kilometers an hour. Cute anime girls are an infinite money glitch? Almost. How bad is the damage to the communications equipment? The transmitter got blown up entirely. We can use the backup systems for short-range operations, but the vehicle signal booster and vehicle communications equipment are completely destroyed, so connecting to the internet and long-range communications don't seem likely. Can we fix it? Or try? Session the power of the real smart. The spare parts got blown up too. While our current situation looks a little dire, cough cough dire fox, our mission objective is still in our possession. Once the mission is complete, everyone gets a big bonus. Really? Of course. Now let's think of a way to get our communications and propulsions back. It'll make things easier going forward. Groza puts down the box she was carrying. The quivering box grows still the moment Groza breaks contact with it. I believe there's a girl in there. Nemesis, what do you think? Flames scatter, flowing through the veins. A cruel master returned. So she talks weird. We don't have any other doll frames we can use right now, so we can't bring Krolik back online for the moment. I don't even know what Krolik looks like. It looks like an ordinary box, albeit a pricey one. Why isn't it moving anymore? Groza, approach it. As Groza draws close, the box starts shaking again. Nemesis, you try. Groza falls back while Nemesis walks up, and it continues to vibrate. So it's the doll's poetry, probably haiku in Japanese. True that. I doubt it's a problem with Groza. Mailing? As Nemesis puts distance between herself, it stops quivering. In terms of what we have in common, I guess the commander and I are both human. Oh, so she is human. But it resonates with the dolls. Let's confirm our plan for the rest of the mission. We'll meet in the operations room, mailing, find a place where we can store the box, and continue repairs. Ad break starts in 5 minutes. Apologies in advance to people unsubscribed. Okay. Commander, the operation room has been repaired. We can go back to the operations room for the rest. There are various functions we can find on the command station. And so this will be like the main page for the game, I'm guessing. Yeah, it looks like it. So it's probably loading with, yeah, notices and everything going on. There'll probably be a lot of stuff to go through. Themed event launched, Sojourners of the Glass Island. Suomi rate up. I'll move over so people can actually see. I like that blonde-haired girl in the blue. And I feel like she's Suomi. And the name is yellow, so that probably means she's the high-ranked character, and these are the lower-ranked ones you can get. Ulrid rate up. Decent, but I don't like her as much. So those must be the two banners that are first up. Beginner procurement. Oh, that's Peritria, the cat girl that I want. 20% discount for every 10 accesses. Elite doll guaranteed within 50. That's just like they do in Genshin and everything. So they're copying them with that. Sparkling Ocean. Of course! Literally day one, and they have a swimsuit outfit for one of the characters. Like, they are not even hesitating to make bank. Apologize for yesterday's sudden disappearance because the internet for your workplace was suddenly gone for the day. Nothing you need to apologize for, Sleep. I appreciate you coming around in the first place. My internet's being batty on my laptop tonight. I keep having to reconnect to it. But yeah, it's literally day one, and they're already advertising a swimsuit for one of the characters. I mean, it looks good. Sangria Succulent. And the other character has, like, an evening dress. Prancing Bunny. And a Bunny Girl outfit. They are absolutely in on the lewd. System officially released. Fair play guidelines. Ethical use guidelines. Event. It's a game about anime girls, of course they're gonna thirst bait. Okay, so there's this event, but you have to reach level 20 first. Suomi rate up. How long is it for? 12:25. Oh, okay, so it's for like close to 3 weeks. Ulrid rate up. Beginner procurement. Gleam of Glass is now opened. It's a limited event. A Voyage Logs event. Appraisal objectives. Permanent event. Elmo startup, so logging in will probably give you free summons. They cashing in on the neuron activation. Regular check-ins event opened, which is probably like just the monthly stuff. Affinity system opened. Commanders can gift the doll they like. Doll likes. Give gifts that dolls like in the dormitory to improve your affinity, to improve stuff. Yada yada. When you improve their affinity enough, you get a unique weapon skin, attachment skin, portrait frame, title, and the premium currency. The Covenant doll will be released in batches with future updates. The current Covenant doll is Tololo, Xiongyu, Vepli, and Suomi. Please pay attention to our future updates for more doll confident features. Okay, so it's blinking with the campaign in the top left. Bottom right, you've got premium currency, what I assume is energy down here. Intelligence puzzle, which is probably what you use to do missions. Scenic tour. Oh, different backgrounds. So by having certain characters, you can have that as the background for the main thing. Where's the cat girl? Doki Doki Tactics? I heard that. Ara ara. Yep, they're shooting at all the easy targets. Hi Rose, how are you doing tonight? Cat girl. I like the daily life. Getting to see the main room. I've literally never changed the basic room in Arknights either. Yeah, I did pick the guy. 100%. Portrait frames. You can click the characters. It's a Grimace kitty. Title not displayed. Nemesis joined, Groza joined. I feel like it's dumb to just have that someone joined you as your title. Sasha wants Catgirl. Who doesn't want Catgirl? Put my support dolls as my level 3 characters. Thank you for the head. One of you probably removed the head pat. Jed just did not want me being head pat. Cute anime girl save the world is what my profile says. Same brace cell, just on a delay, sorry. All good. Oh, badge display, but we don't have badges yet. Beginner evaluation, obtain Vepli. Oh, so you complete like the basic story stuff and you get the character Vepli. And that's what Krolik looks like, but we have to repair her or something. Campaign. Shop is going to be like premium currency and monthly stuff. Recruitment is going to be summoning new dolls. Public area, I'm not sure if that's just going to be somewhere where you can interact with the dolls or see them. Refitting room, I assume, is upgrading characters or outfits. Time-limited events is obvious. Campaign is obvious. Thank you for another head pat, which hopefully doesn't get nullified this time. Teardrop. Double pendulum situation. Reach commander level 25, and then you can do it on hard mode for probably more resources. Double pendulum simulation. Oh, actually, did it say? The clock hands, separated briefly, continue to tick. Struggle as they might, they will eventually return to that predetermined beginning. Okay, we completed 1-1. When faced with a difficult problem, why not relax for a bit? Chrismal type 1, that's like alien thing. Still a half pint low on tea this evening. Achieve victory, lose no more than one unit. Win within 6 turns. Expenditure takes 10 energy. Well, it's basically energy. They call it like puzzle pieces or something. Intel puzzles, I don't know. If I do most of the free stuff, or if I run out of energy or something like that, then we'll probably switch to hunt. We've begun a full vehicle self-diagnostic. Estimated time of completion is at 8:12. I stand before the full-height windows in the operations room. Right now, all is quiet outside. I love how on the main page, everything is repaired and looks nice, and yet here it's all garbage. A series of storms, mistakes in weather logs, errors in our map, mission information being leaked. This is all too much of a coincidence. Pander, do you suspect the attack was planned in advance? Let's move back over here. It has to be. Who's the nearest environmental information broker? Our purchase logs indicate the trading partner is a brief subsidiary. The information itself is tagged as common data with no special providers. Dang, homie, you really live like this? I do when people blow up my house. And who issued the contract? When the assignment was handed down, the client was listed as anonymous. It was transacted through Brief HQ, who only gives basic information on clients and their parent organizations, so we basically know nothing. The payout for this mission was very high. Many bounty hunting teams fought over it, but it fell into our hands in the end. They did say at the start that it was paying too much. Grossa stops what she's doing and turns slightly to look at me. We're currently disconnected from the internet, so we cannot obtain further info.
Don't talk to me or my son ever again, the Sasha redeem.
Will do, but given what we know so far, this mission isn't much different from other missions in the past, aside from the abnormally high payment. And Chibi Sasha's probably already in goth mode. Don't pin it to me so it doesn't fly around. It's already in goth mode. What the heck, Seer? I can easily blame Seer for that. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. I love how that looks. The little... Let's get our communications back up and connect to the internet so we can replenish supplies and fix our base first. We also need to purchase a new body to reactivate Krolik. Perhaps Aunt Nemesis' strange instincts can help with that. Shadows wander in the fog at night. A sharp corner. Okay. Nemesis is just like, no one understands me. There's a horde of Elids approaching, threat level 2 to 3. Wipe them out. And it only showed the one alien on the level map. This is only level 2, so everything's super duper easy. Commander, the terrain is intel is inaccurate and cannot be used for reference. Additionally, the ship is in poor condition. Mailing is working on repairs, but won't be operational anytime soon. That means we're stuck here for the time being. What's the situation? Can you see any Elids? Or Elids? I literally see them here. 4-sided. However, they tend to move in swarms. There must be more nearby. You figure out what it means. I ain't explaining squat. Nemesis, probably. Well, those Elids aren't a direct threat. If they stay near the base and get caught under the chases, that could be a problem. Understood, we'll clear them out. So it said they're not a threat, so they must be even easier than other people. Commander, situation is urgent. We'll need to fight outside the base. Please make arrangements for pre-battle deployment. Oh, it said something and I missed it. During something, please select deployment location. So at the start, you get to pick who that you want to deploy. Fine, I'll deploy the one you're making me. I wanted the other girl to be there. No one understands what I'm saying, probably Nemesis when he shakes her head and clicks her tongue. So that's all in pre-combat that you decide who to deploy. Commander, we finished synchronizing the autonomous combat module. Please click auto battle. Oh, so if you're like overpowered, you can literally just let your... Most gacha games have this if you're farming stuff anyways. That must be like her ultimate. But so you can literally just turn it to autoplay and see if you win or not. They're a Crismol, so is that like a Crisis Mole? I do see they've got the little tail. I like their big clawed hands. Enemy group eliminated, Commander. Situation resolved. Victory! Victory screech. Intelligence puzzles plus 10. Isn't that the energy we use to keep playing? Like, she has such a skimpy outfit here, but in the ship she actually seems to wear more. Diagnostic complete. The vehicle sustained 49% damage. Nemesis is helping Mei Ling perform emergency repairs, but it'll be difficult since we have a severe lack of parts. At the moment, the only available dolls are myself and Nemesis. We might have a hard time if more Elids showed up, of a higher level show up, or if the Vargazers manage to catch up with us, Commander. In any case, let's get the base moving first. Coordinates for destination? Well, I want to carry on towards... Given our present situation, yeah. We've been in a similar situation before. Hi, Minerve. How are you doing tonight? Back when you just became a bounty hunter in the contaminated zones, this feeling of not knowing what to do when trying to complete an assignment was a frequent occurrence. Minerva's EP! Back then? Oh. You've changed a lot since then. So have you, though I'd say you're a lot more like how you used to be right now. She got angry at that for a second. She's like, what does that mean? When I first entered the contaminated zones, I was still doing things the old way. Only after being taken advantage of multiple times did I realize I'm no longer the commander from before. You'll always be the commander. Even when I couldn't use the most basic brief reception system? I think back on the years when things were most difficult. In the beginning, I was on my own. Back then, being a bounty hunter wasn't a respectable profession. I was just taking private cases aimlessly, living like there was no tomorrow. Then I took in Groza, and we rescued Mei Ling together. Soon afterwards, Brief was founded, and bounty hunters could start operating through an official channel and follow proper procedures. Thanks to that, we slowly got this mobile base up and running. Probably more like, desolation, my genius goes unacknowledged. I stand here alone. Jet throwing out haiku for us. Gross has seen me at my worst, and yet has stayed by my side as a stalwart companion. Isn't she a living doll, though? Like, does she even have a choice? Well, it was only a month of being a wanted criminal for ordering contraband because you couldn't tell the difference between private networks of underground brokers and the URNC public internet, thus accidentally sending your order to a URNC government department. The signal in the contaminated zone is terrible. It's hard to avoid mistakes when you keep jumping from one network to another. Still, now we have Brief to coordinate things. The communication codes for underground broker networks and the URNC internet are now clearly demarcated, so sending messages to the wrong person won't be too... Commander, it's the internet. It's from a beacon, a signal tower that the Great Wall Railway Garrison... Wow, that's a mouthful. Great Wall Railway Garrison has set up in contamination zones. The drones must have passed over a train at the Great Wall Railway on the way back, so the beacon cluster ought to be nearby. Move out! Our destination is the beacon cluster. Will that help us communicate long distance? We'll borrow their equipment to restore our comms and internet access. That'll be a good start. Oh, so we're looting stuff. Awesome. Falast type 1, so they just have different guns. One cannot relax for even a moment in the contamination zone. Commander, we reached the beacon's location. The location of the required parts are marked, so we have to reach those while fighting. I thought it only showed the two. Are they going to kill the monsters? Clear out the monsters. This is our territory. Yep, thought so, because it only marked them as enemies. That box almost looks like it can be broken to the left, but I doubt it. Situation update. Varjagers detected. Please advise. What's their threat level? According to info, they're scattered with no significant increase to threat. Should we proceed? Kill them and retrieve the parts. I know it says eliminate, but kill them. Order confirmed. Executing. See, she means executing the mission, but she's totally going to be executing them too. I don't know if there's anything to actually loot in missions. The regular one does AoE damage to enemy units within the specified area and ignores cover. Okay, so they're the first one to die, quite literally. And there's two of them. Oh, she has a fourth move now. Ultimate. Selects one target within 9 squares, deals corrosion damage equal to 170% attack. For each additional 1 point of index, this does more damage. Target within 9 tiles, damage. Enlightened Star. Because they can ignore cover. Her ultimate. 1 tile within 7 tiles to launch an attack, dealing AoE physical damage equal to 90% of attack to all targets in a 3x3 area, and reducing their speed. I could do the auto attack or the auto play, but eh. So they automatically counterattack? Or is that a passive that she specifically has? And then do we... Oh, they survive with like 1 health. Pelagorota has kind of Overwatch ability that allows her to threaten nearby squares. Definitely seems that way. Parts recovered, returning to the base. So these are all simple missions for now. It said like level 20 to do one of the main... to do the limited time event. But I'm guessing all the limited time events, just like the limited character summons, probably last until the 25th or whatever. And I love how it's not the end of the month, it's the 25th, probably because they hope kids or people got Christmas money and then they can use that to summon on the new characters. If a storm will be on us soon, then at least we can have a moment to catch our breath right now. Of course, it would be better if we could afford an umbrella. The beacon towers here are a little old, and only these 2 are usable. This model is way too obsolete. It's not really compatible with the comm modules on our base. The serial numbers of the nearby purification zone is still yada. 2069, they're pretty efficient at what they do. Can we use the comms now? The compatibility isn't ideal, but I guess it'll work. Kind of. We should be capable of mid-range comms now. Mid-range, Malin, send this message to all signals you can detect. The siren sings upon the sands on a sunny day. Right! It must be a code. The message is sent, we soon receive a response. Hi HD, how are you tonight? We have a reply. The collapse pieces are ready, Harpagon is waiting. There's also a string of what appears to be a communication code. Huh, use it. The call is promptly picked up. Yo, I wondered who would still be calling at this hour. What are these emotes? Doom Arrow? That just looks dead. You are a very good boy, HD. Thank you for coming by stream. Thank you for being my mod. Thank you for being such a poggers person. I appreciate you wholeheartedly, so you are a very good boy, HD. Nodders. Poludnitsa. Oh, if it isn't the commander. Who else would use that code other than me? Oh, I gather you're ready to be baptized by Harpagon? No, you're simply the only broker available who happens to be active in this area. Hey, this is disappointing. As punishment, I might have to ask for more money, you know. I'm hoping you can be, how should I put this, magnanimous. I'm in need of a lot of mobile base parts and doll frames. What is this? A new gacha game. Ow, scratch my leg. It just came out today. It's a new gacha game. It's based off Girls Frontline, since obviously this is the second one. I have never played Girls Frontline, the first one, but I keep seeing stuff about this one on Twitter, and it had me curious. What is moolah? Money. Is this a business expansion, or what? Yep, I was jumped. Huh, how the tables have turned, Commander. Didn't think you'd get in trouble for causing trouble everywhere you go, huh? I'm just trying to fulfill a contract as usual. The contract is strange, though. We've had a string of strange coincidences, actually, but the cargo is still with me. Once I hand it over and get paid, I'll be looking for you to refurbish the base. Refurbish the base? Hang on a minute. Don't tell me you're the one who got that high-paying job. My contract is certainly a high-paying one. There's been some intriguing rumors about that contract particular. You do like your design and voice. What rumors? That's a secret, but if you come and collect the order yourself and also take care of some trouble for me while you're at it, I can give you a 2% discount plus some extra free intel. Deal? My dolls and drones are pretty much done for right now. In fact, I only have one vehicle left. Bad timing, Commander. During the special period, we don't do deliveries and no free intel is available. Are you in trouble? I mean, 2% can still be a lot. If you're talking like $1 million, 2% is going to add up. And considering we're talking about parts to repair a big mobile base, as well as living doll frames, well, I don't know much about this world yet. That might still be a decent chunk. Are you in trouble? Oh, it's not a big problem. It's just we received a shipment earlier, and a pack of wild mutts have caught the scent and come to feed. Sounds like a big problem to me. I don't know who's the Judas in my team that went and kissed our enemy. Since when did we have a common enemy? Well, we do now. What's happening on your end? I'm getting static over here. Communication equipment on the base is broken. The stuff I'm using now is borrowed. It doesn't sound like normal static to me. In any case, I'm at these coordinates. Thanks for shopping with us, Commander. Mailing, make a list of supplies we need and send it to that comms code. Does that mean stolen? Quite possibly. We went to like some beacon, and I think we took equipment from it, so I'm guessing that means stolen. Alright. Wait, Commander, is that Polodnitsa? Yep, she's the old friend of mine who has something of a screw loose, but she's worth every cent of her fee when it comes to the variety and quality of her supplies. Then, does she have... Oh, add one more item to our shopping list. 10 bottles of home-brewed rice wine for that girl earlier. Gasp! This is wonderful! Thank you so much, Commander! Also, recalibrate the comm equipment, set it to a fixed comm channel, and make sure it's encrypted. Gross and Nemesis, I'll be counting on you to collect the goods. Remember to bring along the backup of Krolik's Neural Cloud. Understood. And Krolik was that white-haired girl we saw on the main page when we clicked one event. So that was just story time. We're still at the beginning. We've only done the few first missions, so everything's super easy. Beasts will always attack everyone without fear or favor. And it's just more of those, whatever they were called. Pat, pat, pat. This is a good position. How's the comm channel with Groza and Nemesis? Connection is stable, judging by the time. Leader should be there now, right? Yes, put us through. Sit rep! We're approaching the coordinates. There's many Varjager vehicles here, Commander. The Varjagers again? Judging by their gear, they're not from the same branch as the ones we encountered. They literally look the exact same. Like, I'm not even kidding you. You're thinking you probably will hold off on voice reveal till stream, maybe depending on how you feel. Didn't you already say you were going to do that, though? Or do you mean, like, playing Hunt with me, you wouldn't want me to hear it either? Because I do remember you saying before that you didn't want to basically hear. You meant, like, Hunt. All good. If that's how it is, no problem. Hey, Sasha. Hi, Kroll. How are you doing tonight? Are you going to play the new waifu game? There are drones incoming. The Varjager are attacking them. Mailing, contact Polodnitsa. You thought it'd be further away. I mean, it can be further away. Just because you have your model doesn't mean you have to debut right away. Doesn't mean you have to start streaming right away. You do whenever you want to. You can get 1600 Jade from the Mail and Star Rail. Mailing, contact that person. Commander, here already? I assume if I just log in, I get it. I don't have to, like, input a code or anything. You can battle the paladins you can play. True. Groza and Nemesis are nearing the coordinates. Are the Varjagers the ones harassing you? it's from mail, then I don't think there's any chance to miss it. So thumbs up to that. Indeed, the wild mutts are having their fun, so that should keep them occupied for a while. We can't make it in time. The Varjagers are trying to approach the jeep. Should we take them out here? Oh, they gave 1,000 plus another 600 from dealing with maintenance. Wow, I expect nothing less from the commander's most trusted leader, Groza. But there's no rush, okay? There's a small path to the southeast from your current location. Follow it. Commander? Do as she says. Leave the jeep behind as bait. Understood. We'll dismount. Nemesis, come with me. You're at 71 pity for Sunday. That's pretty high pity. Watch me get cucked. I would not be surprised. I have lost like the last 4 50-50s, both in ZZZ and Star Rail. We've entered the path she mentioned. There are far fewer enemies than expected. Let's regroup with her as soon as possible. You lost your last 50-50? Oh, okay, so you're guaranteed now? You're hyped for the Dar Dar debut. These are still my only 2 characters. Well, if I go here, that's the one with the AoE. Oh, you use the guarantee on Lingsha. Kill them because they're on this side of the cover. Oh yeah, they just ran point blank with us anyways. You won your last 50-50? Well, you have better luck than me then. Did that guy just spawn this turn? Because it showed a red icon before. You're thinking how to advertise your debut or hype it up? Using things like Twitter would be the most easiest way. Hi Claus, how are you tonight? Everyone is cool and I will pass that on. You've seen so many VTubers debut where they hide their model art. When I started VTubing, I didn't do anything. Literally, when I wanted to get into streaming, I didn't know anything about Twitter, I didn't hang out that much on Twitch, etc, etc. I think I tried doing a model reveal where I cut it into parts and put the black over it so that people could see, and like 50 people or so liked it, because I tagged it in VTuber debut, but I literally just started streaming one day. I basically didn't advertise it at all. So if you want, you can advertise it on things like Twitter, Blue Sky, and hashtag it with VTuber debut, and just start being like, oh my god, in 10 days, on this day, at this time, I'm going to start streaming, and yada yada for the first time, and see if people pop up to show that. Or if you just want to reveal your model art, then you can literally just use like CapCut or something online, and what is it? Take your model, cover it, add some words, and then use something like not DaVinci Resolve, GIMP or something like that to put a second layer over top of your model to block it from sight. Or the easier way is just pay someone $20 to make a model reveal sheet for you. Those look like collapsed buildings. Why does this go off to the side? You did not expect the combat to be like Gears of War Tactics. It makes me think of like XCOM. But Gears of War Tactics was based off XCOM. Down here seems like separate battles that maybe aren't based off the story or such. Wait, exclusive item handmade lucky knot. Can be used to unlock specific classified briefings in the Elmo cloud. Elmo is what your starting ship is. You didn't know this game was like XCOM? Yup, so far it's super duper easy. Is this one a new release? It just came out today. Hi Ampathos. Girls Frontline is a game that's been out for a while, but I literally never was interested in it and know nothing about it. But Girls Frontline 2, they've been hyping it up the last couple months on Twitter, and so I was definitely curious about it with some of the animations I've seen for it. So far, it's pretty good. I like it so far. I can see myself sticking around to it. The combat is nice. The character art is cool. But it really depends in the long run if I stay on it or not. There are different timelines depending on your actions. Or they are. Highly doubt it. I just assume up here is the main story stuff, and this down here is just like extra stuff to do. Okay, it like lagged out for a second. I still only have the 2 basic characters. I haven't unlocked like summoning new characters, the gacha system. You're about to get the furry game? Which one? Is that the furry shooter game? Like Wild something? Oh, Atlas, that one. Okay, so that's just the shooty guy. They're all just the shooty guys. Oh, Atlas, you saw it mentioned on Reddit like yesterday. You're gonna pick it up for you and a friend. That's nice of you. I'll just do a regular shot at them. I assume it kills them. Make pew-pews. Hi, Broken. How are you tonight? Yeah, that character seems to have this Overwatch thing constantly, or once per turn. Thank you for the hydrate and posture. Those dots above their name, I'm guessing, are those intel points or what interference index things? Confectance index? Which I think is used to do stuff. This does a little more damage, their ability. The OP of the thread was basically like, ugh, I'm not a furry, why would I play that? And folks started bagging on them in the comments pretty quick. Hilarious. Yeah, that, and you're gonna pick up VR Tarkov DLC and maybe Flare Nui Quest. You keep dozing off? Well, if you are tired, then you should go to bed. Day started out bad, but it's alright. Mechanic couldn't fix your bike, so you had to buy a new one. Oof, I'm sorry to hear that. Is it a motorbike or a bicycle? Crisis always sneak up just as vigilance begins to wane, and again, it's just those two NPCs, or those two types. You don't wanna? Well, I won't make you. Sorry to hear that. Broken bicycles are spendy nowadays. Nemesis has like an ultimate type thing. Select one enemy within 9 tiles, dealing damage to 170 of attack for each. Oh no, it's not an AoE. She has the AoE, but it needs like full interference index points. Excuse me. They're behind cover, but they're the one that can do the AoE that goes through cover. Sounds like either an e-bike or a motorbike. You've been watching the gameplay and it looks pretty fun, like a small lobby ARPG MMO. Motorcycle, he gave me a good deal. 200cc worth, $2,400 for $1,300. You might do both Paladins and Marvel Rival. Do you mean for when you stream? Isn't Marvel Rivals coming out like within a month or something like that? I feel like it's pretty soon. Yep, they do the AoE through cover. Oh, does they not do it right away? Does it take a turn? That makes them 10 times less threatening. Oh, it comes out this Thursday. Even sooner than you thought. Well, I probably won't play it right away then because I got 2 weeks of Xbox Game Pass for $1, and I'm going to try out Black Ops 6. Like I mentioned, I'm probably going to try the single player first, just to play with the weapons and such, and then I'll likely try the multiplayer and zombies. Okay, story time. Theseus has finally found a thread in the labyrinth. The overlooked pieces coalesce, but is the picture they show truth or just an illusion? And now the final member of the crew is being awakened. Oh, so Krolnig or whatever is going to wake up? You realize that MMO and small lobby are contradictory, quite literally. Pog. Welcome. It's been a while, Miss Groza. So sorry, but those mutts outside just blew up my reception room. I apologize for the poor hospitality. We're just here to pick up the supplies. Where are they? All the supplies on the manifest are ready. They're all here except for the doll frames. We've been burning through a lot of frames over here lately. I only have one SST Model T doll unit left. It's in the armory down there to the right. By the way, there's a Neural Cloud upload terminal in there as well. There's only one doll frame? You'll have to wait longer for the rest, okay? Is that on purpose, like she's making us do the stuff for her first? RPG is akin to soul-like games. After we care of that small trouble of yours, right? Exactly, yep, she's absolutely stringing us along to make sure she gets what she wants first, which makes sense, she's not just doing this out of the goodness of her heart. You don't have to wipe them all out, just keep them off me a while so they don't pick my bones clean. If you do that, your commander gets his 2% discount on top of the promised doll frames. Just 2%? I'm risking my life lending you my only 2 dolls, you know. Plus free deliveries from now on. Ooh. Deal. Groza and Nemesis bring Krolik back online. This will add to our fighting strength and bring Nemesis' best partner back to life. But you like doing things out of the goodness of your heart? Krolik won't be too happy to hear that, Commander. I'll keep that in mind. Krolik won't be happy to hear that they're Nemesis' best partner. There's so many games you could try with Game Pass, not just Black Ops. Yep, but that's the reason I got it. Hey, Polodnitsa. Ready for the free intel? I'd like to hear about those strange rumors you were talking about. Just to be clear, these are only rumors. I'm not sure if the information will be useful to you. Go on. Apparently, you weren't meant to be the original contractor on this job. Angst-laden ellipsis? Free delivery for life activates their neurons. Shasha could change mine and play other things. If I wanted to, I definitely could. It's 2 weeks of doing it, but for now, the only thing I'm thinking of is Black Ops with it. I'm sure there's a lot of other games I'd like to play with it. Like that new Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl seems cool, but it also seems so buggy right now that I'd hesitate to play it. I also think Wasteland 2 is on that, but it would probably take me more than 2 weeks to play, etc., etc. Wait, so the original contractor is... Orders made through Brief or the Bounty Hunter Rights Expansion Federation aren't supposed to have specific assignees. However, the client seems to have requested several Bounty Hunter teams specifically when placing this particular order. Usually with contracts like that, wouldn't the client communicate directly with the teams in question through Brief? When I got this contract, it came directly from the public contract pool, and I didn't receive any special conditions stated by the other party. And that's where the problem lies. The Bounty Hunter teams that were specifically named have many things in common, but within a month of that order coming in, they started losing certain common characteristics, and your team becomes the last one standing. What are those? Bounty hunters with years of experience, an underdeveloped team structure, and a desperate need for money. These are all features you share with other teams, but none of them are the lost feature. All the named teams either disbanded, restructured, or changed registered location. They all left their original area of operation within a short period of time. Since they no longer meet this condition, they were eliminated from the list, and then it fell down to me. So it's almost like they were specifically wanting it to be me. If we're the bounty hunters they want, then why did they go through so much trouble? Why not just contact me directly? Well, they didn't want to contact you directly. They're trying to do stuff secretly. So they just make up a list and make it so that you'll be the last one on the list. Your guess is as good as mine. I told you these are just strange rumors of questionable usefulness. Now why don't you try and think about what you've done recently that could invite this sort of attention? And obviously it's leaving that one group. If area of operation is one of the conditions, then I happen to have changed mine recently. And why is that? No particular reason. The purification work near the Yada line was about to be done, and the new zones will be pushing further in the yellow zone. Therefore, I changed my register location and decided to move here. It was completely an arbitrary decision. That's going to be like 2 or 3 streams of multiplayer, and then 2 or 3 streams of campaign, and then a lot of multiplayer. Yep. I'll probably do 1 stream of campaign, and then try the multiplayer the day after, or zombies, and then I'll go back to the campaign and rotate back and forth a bit, because I do want to try it all out. Then it seems someone definitely has their eyes on you, Commander. After all, you have enough people with a grudge against you to form a line stretching from here to Odessa, no? I don't think that joke is in good taste. Yo, Commander. Oh, that's what she looks like? Question mark? We saw that girl before, but on the main page, the thing we saw of her did not have the bunny ears or anything like that, so I did not expect her to look like this. Yo, Commander. Huh. Is best partner Krolik finally awake? The best partner? I mean, how does the new body feel? Feels pretty good. It's lighter than my old one. Humph. The cracks of wisdom are finally pierced by ignorance. Do you want me to bust that low-capacity garbage neurocloud of yours wide open? Huh? Interlacing weaves. No, you're trash! You've recruited quite an interesting newcomer, Commander. A bunny ears were laid back in that image, if you remember correctly. That would make sense. Bro said, "Yo, Commander," with a deep voice, and then a cute bunny girl shows up. Commander, looks like it's time for you to keep your end of our deal, no? Nemesis, Krolik, I'm leaving the assignment to you two. I know. A cleansing flame condenses and blossoms. She said she'll send those Vargers to hell with her bullets. Oh, so she actually understands the thing she's saying. She's an Usagi girl by default. Lol. I'll be counting on you. Also, Groza, Commander? Return immediately when battle is over. Is something wrong? I can't be sure yet. Once you get the supplies, lead the team back ASAP. Personal headcanon. Bunny Girl talks like Z-Manzilla now. Commander, recruitment is now open. Here we can access the SAR database to quickly expend our personnel and armaments. Okay, so that's the gacha rolling stuff. Please click recruitment. Please click on standard procurement. Oh, and they gave me one access permit. Small, so you can see the girls. That's the Sesame Tarot guy on TikTok, FTR. I feel like I've seen the name before, but I know nothing about them. Please click to access one. And it can be the cat girl. 80 accesses will guarantee obtaining an elite item. And for some reason it says 0 to 260 here, like if you do 260 regular summons, you'll get something. Be the cat girl. Wait, is it your first time seeing this? Real skill is shown with a blade in your hand. Most certainly not the cat girl, then. Not the bear! Oh, is that her? So it didn't just give it to her. It didn't just give her to us. It makes us summon her onto the team. That seems so not useful in a combat situation. Melee damage and debuffer. You summoned the bear? That is hilarious. So I got a new title and such. Krolik can now join the squad. Please return to the ops room. Please proceed to the refitting room. Commander, the refitting room is available for use. You can conduct doll training and weapon maintenance here. With the help of the ship's smart systems, even a doll who has never been in battle before can swiftly learn combat techniques. She just pulled that gun. Oh no, she had it under her arm, I see. Please select Krolik. Click on level up. And then you can pick what level to level her up to. And then it just shows her practicing against the illusions to level up. I like that she's got a shield on the one arm. In the refitting room, dolls can increase their level and meet trading targets by sourcing combat experience from the records in the combat report. Basic gacha stuff. Oh, so you can look at the character now. Can I click on her? Doesn't look like it. It's actually kind of funny how the summons is them getting dropped off by a war helicopter. Do you want to apply the current view to scenic tour refitting room? No. I don't even know what that means. Back to campaign for now, so they'll give me more stuff. 1.5, the missing piece is finally returned to where it ought to be, and things will soon return to normal. Well, 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 if it isn't JC Party 20 coming here for the waifus. XCOM with waifus, it kind of is, I'm not even kidding you. But hi, how are you tonight? Commander, we're picking up unusual heat signatures in the enemy's rear. Wow, sussy. This game went straight from 1 to 100. You're okay, hope you're doing great. I am. I'm enjoying the game so far. Hi has hand slack. Oh, it's a sniper. Enemy sniper spotted. Proceed with caution. Okay, so I have to drag her into the starter thing. Are these the bastards who ambushed us? I'm gonna chop them to pieces. Patience, Krolek. Stay vigilant. Commander, enemy units' details are unknown. Please be on guard. So we don't know their details till we kill them. Melee have short range, but the target can only receive the basic damage reduction provided by cover. Okay, sure she can hit someone for damage. Select someone nearby, deal AoE physical damage to 100% of her stuff, and all targets within a 3x3 area around it. Gain 1 point of index if there are no other allies within 3 tiles after attacking. Gain 5 tiles of additional movement. Oh, so does that mean... Are those men? Yes, enemy men. So she can run up, attack someone. If there's no teammates around, she can then move away afterwards with her ability. Select one target. Enemy target with a tile. Apply overburn to it for 2 turns, dealing burn damage equal to 150 attack. And gain 2 points of index. After the attack, return to the additional position from before the action. Oh, so does that mean she can run up, attack, and run back? And then her ult. Selects a target. Select one direction and move to the furthest tile within 7 tiles, dealing burn damage equal to the attack to the first enemy encountered. If target is already afflicted with overburn, ignores cover damage reduction and gains 5 tiles of movement. We live in a world where men and women are at war. Apparently so. So if I run here, if I attack with this... Oh, there's a dynamite box there? You know what? I want to see how much damage this does. Okay. And so this one has an AoE effect. You dropped a reference video in your meme channels about the Sesame Tarot guy. So yeah, that's her special ability. It does an AoE, and then afterwards she gets 5 movement. So that's cool. She can run up, attack, and then hide. We're still behind cover, so hopefully the sniper can't hit us much. The sniper just goes into the open. And yeah, it's once per turn she attacks someone who attacked us. It's like a personal ability. Commander, weapons are unlocked. Please return to the ops room. So I assume weapons are like artifacts instead of that customize. He chose poorly. Groza team takes out some of the restless Varjagers, and the drone seizes the opportunity to touch down. Seeing the drone is about to land, the retreating Varjagers rush forward again, like they want to steal the drone. As the crowd charges ferociously, the drone deploys a large automatic turret and starts spraying them with bullets as it descends. The Varjagers scatter under the unexpected barrage, and the other drones defended by the turret land safely with the supplies. Oh, objective achieved. You've all obtained your supplies, so shouldn't you be on your way now? Oh yes, make sure to ask after the commander's health for me. Commander asked me to pass a message to you. Your social tab is empty. Is it? Oh, weird. I guess either way, I have the social thing that pops up like once an hour saying you can click this link to see my socials. I will remember to update that. Thank you, Dyer. Commander asked me to pass a message to you. What? Hope. Commander hopes this collapse storms will not consume the soul of Harpagon. Eat lead, peasants, probably whoever shot the machine gun. Well, it was by a drone, so I don't know if it was someone actually doing it. Ha, alright then, just for those words, I'll lend you a vehicle to transport those supplies. Do you have a blue sky? I only created one like last week, so I've done nothing with it yet. but I saved my name on it. Thank you very much. I'll put the rent on your tab. Thanks for your patronage. May all of your commanders and dealers go well with the blessing of the storm. Thank you. Well, it's not on your card either. You created one for your VTuber. Yeah, I only created it like 5 days ago. And since I'm not even using it, I didn't bother adding it. Krolik, is that your name? Yeah. The missing part of the team. I'm sure the commander can breathe easy now that you're here. Huh? Krolik Nemesis, come help me load supplies. Coming, leader! Give me a call when your comm equipment is fixed. Bunny, she's the melee girl, yet she's got bunny ears, like a metal breastplate, and then just a skin-tight suit. But they are absolutely going for the sex appeal in this game so far. Literally, it's day one. It's day one, and one of the two characters you can summon has a beach outfit, like a bikini outfit you can buy, as well as the other one has an evening gown. Should have made her fight with her legs. Love the bunny woman from My Hero. Indeed, I do too. I think the person who did that drew the manga, said she's actually married, but we don't know to who. Please proceed to the ops room, because we've unlocked weapons. Standard arcade gift box, always available. Oh, it's telling me for $1 you can buy this thing. Just looking at the characters. She's married to Deku's dad, that's why we never see him. Believable. Some of the briefs commissions have been completed. Claim a gun. And is that just XP? Please return to the ops room, but there's stuff to claim here. I think it's so funny they gave Deku a dad, but not once have they ever showed him. Now please proceed to the refitting room to equip me with a new weapon. You can't do it yourself? Every 4 times shelter is applied, increased damage dealt by the next attack by 10%. So the other one reduces damage taken by 1%. This one does 9 more damage, though. Just said he's off on a business trip and then never comes back, and the whole time Deku's doing all that stuff. Is it Deku or Deku? I probably should level the gun. That was my dog coughing. If you take something, you will need to put back something of equal value if you don't want to be noticed. Oh, and there's more of these monsters. There's like a wolf dude and a bat. Literally 7 seasons of the show and never saw him. He went to get milk and didn't come back. You got it right the first time. Shortcut back to the base, but there's monsters! Does that girl have a bunny tail? It almost looked like she did. You like the cool cape? Nemesis does have a cool cape. Their ahead is occupied by monsters. Eliminate them and pass through quickly. The outfit is a bit much. It kind of looks like she has a red dot. It's not an actual tail. It's like a button or something. Commander, there's dynamite boxes on the battlefield which deal damage to nearby enemy units. I already shot one of those. Thorn rarely takes cover and focus solely on attacking the nearest enemy. A skilled teacher of demolition methods, including but not limited to hammer, wrecking ball, ranged explosive, no payment required other than your life. Perfect counter applies shelter. Since it said when it's applied 4 times, does that mean if it applies twice to themselves and twice to a teammate, then it instantly triggers her ability? Not a real bunny tail. Scammed! And she didn't have an AoE ability, right? They call it a rush bat. I'm not sure if I could shoot the dynamite from here or not. This says it gains those points of interference index, and I don't know if that's for the whole team. Oh, and then she teleports back. I forgot it said that. You would want to dress up as her, but you definitely would need to work out more. She's strong. She is. I don't know what all the green crystals are. I feel like we do share the interference index. Or no, they're missing 2. That's rock candy. It 100% looks like it. Can I actually shoot that from here? Yep, looks like it. I have to move up first. And then it'll let me move after. Can you imagine if we called Sugar Sweet Sand? That would be awesome. I thought she gets to move afterwards. That's the whole reason I used that ability. I'm using her ultimate. Yep, they're behind cover, so they take less damage. You need 1 cup of sweet sand for this cake. That's sweet, sweet sand. You kind of like it? I do too. At least there's no civs for Sasha to kill. Yet. That's the real question. Yet. Or the real idea. 5 minutes till the next ad break. Apologies in advance to everybody. I think she's being the MVP most often, and that's why they show her at the end. Unless it just picks a random character. We're bringing in this many supplies? Dang, how badly was the base wrecked? Enough to keep Mailing working on it through the night. It's just a night. That doesn't sound so bad, right? I mean, Mailing pulls all-nighters all the time. Do the quantities and weights of the item match up with the list May gave us? I checked the weight while I was loading them, but I didn't count them one by one. Krolik. The Wandering Moon. Looking up at the fading sunlight. Huh? Why don't you load it next time if you're not satisfied with my work? Keep your eyes open, the base is in sight. So much talking that I have to do. And then I got enough score that I can claim something here. So that's just like, too long, didn't ask. Hi King Picus, how are you tonight? These bottom ones I think are just basic battles for easy currency, etc. What do you think of the game so far? I'm definitely enjoying it. I'm still early on, so the story isn't anything to write home about. Like, it's fine and everything. I do like the gameplay. I can't wait till later when it gets harder, because right now everything's way too easy, but I'm literally still in the first set of, like, the first chapter. I do like some of the character designs, etc. But yeah, after playing XCOM so much in the past, this feels like piddly easy. You got the cat girl, though? I'm jelly. Mind you, I haven't done any summons yet, aside from the one free summon. I think those characters can't move far anyways, so I don't even need to run behind cover. Gacha games tend to be grindy though, right? Yep. They give you like daily energy that refreshes over time, and you use that to complete missions, to grind for items, to level your characters up, etc, etc. It sucks there's a stamina system. I probably should have ran to that one. I've never done that AoE attack ultimate thing, so I kind of want to see it. Yeah, she pulls out a grenade launcher, like from the beginning of the game, from that cutscene. I like her eyes. Probably go. Whoa. I was gonna go, I can probably go back to being my normal size, right? And then it just went absolutely full-sized. Big.
Seer is cool.
Seer is cool. The sniper girl reminds you of a VTuber. Small again. Fine, it's your points if that's what you want. I didn't even read the little thing it says. Crisis always sneaks up just as vigilance begins to wane. Oh, you can have a 4th character on this mission, but I only have 3. They're literally taunting me. Did you hear Mystical Legendary Supreme Seer? You did! Okay, so... if they go there, they can shoot the dynamite. Back there is the dude that can AoE. The one with the one-handed pistol does the AoE. I'm not sure if I can... oh, I can turn the view just like XCOM. It wasn't letting me do that in the tutorial type missions. I keep clicking to use the ability before I move the character. Okay. I was worried that ending action would end all my character's actions. You never hear anyone talk about WUA anymore? Indeed. I stopped playing it after like 2 months. It was definitely a good game, and they've definitely tried to put their heart into the game and stuff like that. But it just... the world, I think, didn't vibe with me. I don't know if it's the characters weren't as anime-ish as I am used to or something like that, but I just wasn't up for continuing with WUA. ZZZ2 you feel isn't as popular? I definitely know multiple people who play ZZZ. So I don't know if it's not as popular, but I know it is still somewhat popular. Upon sniffing the scent of treasure, greedy dogs will flock to it. You might be in different circles, true, and just not see it. Here, this is it. Thank you, mailing start by fixing the drivetrain. It's pretty badly wrecked. The repair may take over 14 hours. Prioritize restoring normal driving. We need to get out of here ASAP. Right. We'll be in the operations room. Just now, we came to a halt and all our fighting strength left while the box was left behind, but even so, we were not attacked. Why is that? Could it be our Varjager trackers need more time? The box? What's with the box? Oh, and this must be like her casual outfit. Cold, harrying, sleepiness, and eternal slumber. There's a person inside the box? We can't be sure if they're human, but if they are, given the strength of the storm back there, even if it's just for a few seconds, a girl like that. According to Polanitsa's information, there's also something suspicious about the client of this job. Yeah, we're bounty hunters now, we take money and render services, or at least that's how it should be. Should we ask Brief for more info about the contract? It's a Sasha. Hi, Amaranth. How are you tonight? We'll contact Brief once our comms is fixed. I can only hope we're just being paranoid. Basic repairs have been done on the drivetrain, enough for us to drive normally. Also, may report some traces of activity from the box. You were playing this earlier before you passed out. Nice. Move out, now! The vehicle starts moving, the sky gradually darkens outside the window. Amid the spreading darkness, a smear of glowing red lights closes in on the base. What the heck are these things? Are they enemies? So they caught up after all. The Varjager mutts. May, incoming enemy attack, return to op room. This goes here, follow program said. Oh, leader? Groza stall them. We'll get the base as close to the purification zone as we can. With the railway garrison station nearby, the Varjagers won't dare approach. Understood. All units prepare for battle. Oh, they've got a turret. I wonder if it'll be resistant to damage. Hey, what's that over there? It's our base. It matches up, and there's a big one with them. Hurry before Team 5 arrives. Hey, our team isn't all here yet. We'll be waiting until the next year for those fools. Finishing the job will feed us for 3 years. Huh? Those punks dared to follow us? Commander, we found something. Oh, do I activate the terminal and that turns on that? Commander, inactive grenade launcher module detected on field. We can use it. Approach the linked remote switch and interact. Once activated, it will provide force support fire for our team. I feel like she's the least useful. Oh, she can still attack afterwards. And I think that's 2 more enemies, like, arriving later. Let's see if it can grenade right next to itself, and if that will destroy itself. Oh, I'm too far away. Small shot, nodders. Oh, passive debuff when attacking a target with overburn increases damage by 15%. At the end of the action, applies overburn to the closest 2 enemy targets within 5 tiles for 2 turns. Oh, so if I end my action here, will they just light on fire for being close? Yes, they do. That's what that AoE was. Timely maintenance. When an allied unit excluding herself ends their action within 7 tiles, grants 1 interconfectance index and applies a stack of shelter to both units. For each stack of shelter, her damage goes up by 5%. If an enemy within 6 tiles deals damage to an allied unit, she retaliates, dealing physical damage dealing to 80%, and it can only happen once per turn. I didn't notice the passive before, so that's what we were wondering about. Trying to rest my voice between talking parts. Boss fight. It said like a bullet was a reward. I don't know if that one's buffed with speed, because you can see that feet icon there. Something's happening there. And so she doesn't have... Oh no, she does have a passive. At the start of the action, marks the 2 nearest targets within range with Prophecy of Morning for 1 turn. Action support deals physical damage to 80% of attack. 2 points of stability damage. She gains insight for 1... I know what none of those abilities do. My internet keeps disconnecting on my laptop. Like, I wouldn't have seen Rose post that new emote until I refresh. But I see it on my main computer. Drinketh. Oh, it was a hydrate. I didn't see that redeem either because my internet died. It's like the laptop for some reason it's just refusing to connect. Okay, and this thing does AoE, I believe. Yep. Oh, and they're higher level, so it didn't kill them. Is that why there's the foot icon? Yeah, I can only do from the front like that. Revenge! PC version? Yep. Hi, Jinxie. How are you tonight? There was a red icon on the corner. You should unlock specific classified briefing in the Elmo. Oh, it's a pen. I thought they were bullets. Foot equals higher level. No, that doesn't make sense. It's gotta be for something else. It's done how it's not on Steam in the US yet, but it is in other regions. Yeah, it told me online it was on Steam, but I looked it up and it wasn't. So I just downloaded the launcher. This looks like a boss unit. Giordra. It's early on, I don't need to care about their abilities much. I should level some of my characters a little. And literally, again, the laptop disconnected from the internet. It's only doing that tonight for some reason. I'm going to try pulling it out a bit. Then maybe it'll have better time. Okay, so that's like an elite. They're too far away. I'm not sure if a basic shot... It says it can kill them? You can download it from their launcher instead of Steam? Yep, that's what I did. Flower Crown is festive too? Kind of is, yeah. And they'll just pass the turn there, use them as a decoy. Whoop, that still hit them. Cautious shot? Do they get to attack like twice? Nope. I forgot they teleport back. I'm literally just gonna run point blank to them. You did download it, but you haven't played it just yet? Fair. I'm enjoying it so far. It's super easy so far, but that's to be expected since I'm in the beginning stages of it. Bit iffy to pick up another gacha. I can't blame you for that. Even I'm doing all the Hoyoverse ones every day, and that takes time. But I like the whole XCOM-ish vibe, with being able to order them around. Okay, so this is a boss fight. Oh, is that the mech? Looks like it is. It says it's a crude copy of the other one. You literally just dropped $100 to get lighter in ZZZ. Oh, wow. I absolutely do not recommend you playing another gacha then. I don't pay any money, but I am a broke boy, aside from my Twitch income. Commander, a large mech has appeared ahead. I remember mentioning earlier I knew we were going to fight it. Doesn't it resemble the previous one? Is it the same? Appearance-wise, no, but its combat power is comparable. Their current firepower probability of success is below 20%, as if. Looks like we'll have to deploy the secret weapons early. I'll have Mayfling airdrop heavy weapons. Groza be ready to receive them. Oh, so we're going to use grenade turrets. Like, pro tip, don't spend money on mobile games or gacha games ever. Well, it really depends. If you have disposable income, then I mean go for it. You spend your money on what you think you want to. But I don't do it. Understood, with heavy weapons deployed, probability of defeating it has increased to 60%. We can handle it. Commence attack, return immediately after destroying the mech. Don't waste time recovering the heavy weapon. But I want the heavy weapons! Commander, these are the last heavy weapons left. Your safety is priority. Understood. Tosk, and it is with the Varjagers. Deals AoE damage to enemy units, ignoring cover. Unaffected by control effects like stun. Cannot take cover due to its size. Imitation is the highest form of flattery, which makes this an utter sycophant. You play ZZZ daily, so you don't mind it dropping a bit of cash on it. Holy moly, it's a Metal Gear! Oh, that activated both of them immediately. Oh, I have to do that. Oh, actually, Shelter is huge. I was like, I wanted to do it near all of them. 100 smackaroonies in one day to get one thing is a little more than a bit of cash. Really depends on the person. I try not to judge. Okay, so that's her strong ability, her, like, ultimate. I don't know how much I feel like it's not going to just one-shot my people. Because it's that girl can literally only attack by going to melee range. They're behind full cover. In case they're readying like a big attack. Can I do extra damage from behind? I kind of doubt it. But, look, the pros are paying to get the banner characters. Oh, and I can't go back behind cover. And we're outside of this. Oh, that applies defense down to them. I should have done that first. And that applies movement down. That only does 90% but in an AoE, so it's better to do this one. Ooh, you can we stun. I thought it said it was immune to movement things like stun. But I think there was a stability thing. You have 12 out of 24 you think characters at max level? Wowza. I think I've got 3 or 4. I know I've got at least 3 characters at max level, and a 4th one at like 58 out of 60. Ooh, that was high damage. This thing costs an interference index, or whatever it's called, but it does more damage. %, 120%, 150%, and does the overburn thing, and then teleports them back to where they are. You just got Billy to 60 today. Billy's combat is nice. I like how frenetic, or however you call it, they are when they just move around. It's like spastic. She can use her ultimate thing again. Their health is getting low. Selects one direction, moves to the farthest tile within 7 tiles, dealing burn damage equal to 30% of attack to the first enemy encountered. Target's already afflicted with overburn, it ignores their cover damage and gains 5 additional movement. I've never actually used this ability. He's very weak, sadly, but he's good to keep distance when between you and the baddies. I think it said she can get move. Yeah, she gets movement after. I don't really need the movement down, because the mech's not moving at all. Despite having like a big wrecking ball, spiked wrecking ball hand. I know it's the first boss, so it's super weak. Maybe the hard version will actually be a challenge, but I think you need level 20 to unlock that. Oh, they got stunned again. Hi, pan-fried sage. How are you doing tonight? I'm using this ability even if it costs a point, just because it does 50% more damage, seemingly. First boss down. We're almost at the purification zone. Commander, that was not the enemy's main force. They're showing signs of retreat. That wasn't their main force? They were many of them, but their armaments and fighting power weren't quite there. Doing good, just relaxing, playing games with your girlfriend. That's good to hear. Jane is so dang broken. I'm not sure if she's broken, but she's definitely powerful. She's like the main character I use. I recently leveled Bernice to max, and so it is awesome switching between the two of those and triggering Discord. It may have been a probe. Stay alert. Send our transporter. Did I miss something she said? Oh no, yeah. So the fighting force may have been a probe. Stay alert. Send our transport ID to the railway garrison once we enter the purification zone. Enemy artillery is about to fire. Deploy our shield. It's already up! Bang. We'll be fine, Mei Ling. We got hit by the blast. The vehicle took damage. What should we do, Commander? We're all gonna die! She didn't actually say that. Keep heading for the purification zone and estimate our damage taken. May, both we and the base need fixing. Rosa, return to the base once you verify all enemies have withdrawn. Looks like that valuable mission cargo in the inventory has an incredible ability. I mean, it literally has a girl in it that is an incredible ability. No joke, for real, for real. Commander, weapon upgrades have been enabled. Please return to the operations room. Reopening people's streams. Oh, Night Knight's playing girl Frontline as well. Her dodge, if timed right, can outlast any boss attack, and you don't need to get away. You mean just never moving away from the boss. Please return to the weapon upgrades have been enabled. Return to the operations room. Okay, so this is the daily login bonus where they give us a free summon. We've got a month to do that event. We can try out the 2 new characters. There's the night dress thing. I'm not buying it, I just want to see how much this stuff costs. Can you get this redemption stuff in-game? I'm guessing you can't. But wait, it's 1,260 currency, which means it's like $15 for a skin. Combat suit for them. Summer skin for them. The beach skin for them. Let's do the trial to try out the 2 specific characters. The banner ones, and it gives 20 premium currency. Hydrate, thank you, Riri. Inflicts melee damage to a target in an AoE, and then gains an instant and then can move. If the target does not die from the damage, they'll take additional damage if they end their action near them. Seems spendy for a character skin. That's sadly the default for a lot of games. I completely agree though. If it was like $5, no joke, if it was $5, I'd actually consider almost buying like most of these skins in games. But when it's 15 for a single one, I'm like, no, I could buy a lot of pretty good indie games for that much. Your main team is Jane, Caesar, and Bernice. Okay. I use Jane, Bernice, and Seth to trigger Jane's passive or whatever to get the boost. Consume index points to do physical damage in an AoE and then gain movement, and it can be used repeatedly. So if you have a bunch of index points, it's possible she can attack multiple times. Descend upon a targeted tile with a cross-shaped area and inflict physical damage to the person with the highest HP, while consuming all stacks of Hunter's talent. The more stacks the talent consumed, the higher damage dealt. If at least 2 are consumed, she gains camouflage and will not be targeted by enemies when other allied units are present. So then she can build up something, do a strong hit, and avoid being targeted for a turn. After attacking, gains 1 stack of Hunter's talents and 1 index. If she falls to low health, gain a stack of camouflage. So she just seems like melee and survivability. Is that a gun, or does she actually run right up to them? Oh, I thought that was supposed to be an AoE. Attacks and gains... Oh, and gains movement speed. Okay, I misread it. You paid $8 for a couple skin packs in Deep Rock, but that's most of what you'd spend. Plus those comes with paint jobs for each class, and a skin and paint job for all weapons of each class. I thought she had an AoE, but I guess not. Oh, and they have ranged attacks. But they made the character highlight. Oh, destroyed her cover. Cross-shaped tile. It says only to 1 person within 1 tile. Yeah, that doesn't seem like it's an AoE either. It's just she can only move across to move really far across the map and then do it. Oh, that's a bow. So she does have a ranged attack other than the sword stuff. And they skip their turn. I can't reach them. See what her different abilities are like. Yeah, and then she turns invisible so they can't attack her. It says she gains a whirlwind after attacking. Gains 6 tiles of extra mobility and allows for the use of Blade Whirlwind. Oh, where she can attack again because she has the points for it. But now she doesn't have points for it. Or I thought she didn't. So we just end her turn there. They seem to attack over cover anyway, so it doesn't matter if I hide or not. I can see her synergizing well with some other characters, but at the same time, I'm indifferent. I forgot she could attack from range with her primary. I just keep thinking of her as a sword user. And Xiaomi is the one who I think is pretty, so I would like to roll on her. That's a lot of enemies. Oh, those are teammates. Support doll with multiple ways to protect teammates and ability to quickly reduce the enemy stability. Gives freeze damage to the enemy. More ally units nearby, the greater the stability damage inflicted. It can't crit, but adds base damage. But adds fixed damage based on a certain percentage of her defense. Applies a frost barrier to an allied unit other than herself and restores some of their stability index. Additionally increases their defense based on the number of enemies around. So gives them a shield, stability, and defense. Inflict a fixed amount of damage to enemies within the AoE of the target tile by consuming indexes, leaving behind a frost tile while also applying avalanche debuff. Once stacked to 5, stability damage is done. Provides a barrier and ice fortress to all allies, restoring stability, cleansing debuffs, and removing the taunt effect. So it's a full team cleanse too. When an enemy is within attack's range and gets attacked, provide support fire. At the end of the action, HP is restored for the ally units within the vicinity and their index replenishes. When an ally unit attacks an enemy, a random enemy will be afflicted with the avalanche debuff. And then a leg spike. So for now, I'll just try out her different abilities. So when they target the person, she joins in to help. Are they literally going to kill them all before I get a chance to see her abilities? Oh, mech dude. Targets in 6 hours, freeze damage. So this can stun them. This selects a character to shield. They're all behind cover, so she's doing so little damage. On that note, it seems like she can do her support fire at least twice a turn. So this is her ultimate. Fixed damage equals the auto defense to all enemies in an AoE. Applying that. Folly! Thank you for the raid! How are you doing tonight? I hope you had yourself a great stream. Hello to anybody new here. My name's Sasha. Despite how I look, I am in fact a boy, and I stream literally every single night. So if you're ever bored when Folly's not around, you will find me here playing whatever games caught my interest. Girls Frontline! Do you play it? How are you starting the new one? You got SpaghettiOs with meatballs? Nice. Because it just released today, but I know there was a Girls Frontline 1, obviously. And I cannot target them with that. Let's try this ability. You're in VR, 1 sec. Oh, okay. Okay, so that didn't do much, but that might be because it's a boss. I want to try her ult thing out. Wait, Folly, don't take off the helmet. Oh no! Will they just AoE everyone? Yep. I hate that they make it so there's a turn before the AoE happens. So if I move here, can I hit them with it? God dang it. Fine, if I move here, can I hit them with it? Are they just not effective? Oh, select an empty tile. I'm an idiot. Select an empty tile dealing fixed damage to enemies within 3 trials. You pried the headset off. Nice. That's gonna hit all my teammates, isn't it? Oh, it doesn't hurt my team. Oh, it buffs the teammates. You played the first Girls Frontline a bunch and you loved the story? Nice, nice, nice. Sash about to blow up their own teammates. No, I shield them. Look at them, Dire. I helped my teammates. I shielded every single one of them. You lost to Himiko. Oh my god. We literally Blame the Onions just earlier tonight. Blame the Onions said they've lost every single 50-50 to Himiko. They literally have an E6 Himiko just from failing 50-50s. And here you are telling me you got them too. That makes me scared to roll. You were ready? I absolutely was. I'm gonna eat a peanut or two. Or 3. Guess what? Chicken butt. You're gonna spend your life savings to get Sunday. And your life savings is like $50. Nodders. You now have E3 Himiko. Oof. Rookie. Follow the official social media accounts for the latest info. Receive the news via any platform. You'll give me 100 premium currency, so I'm literally going to click it and then just unfollow right away. Oh, I don't even have to complete it. Is shipping both Fugwe and Herda. I love how the Herda looks, so I will absolutely roll on them. I unlock the dormitory, public area. I'm locking everything here. God dang it, everything. Please enter the refitting room. Click the weapon. Enhance. And you can click the level to enhance it too. You've unlocked skin. We're no longer skinwalkers. Okay, that's a summon. That's premium currency. That's a summon. So I get her training outfit if I do certain stuff. Oh, I can change that to that girl since we were given her. And I can change that to her. I actually kind of like how she looks. Title, Krolic join, pass. Okay, the refitting. Wait, there's a furniture icon. It was down behind my head. Oh, wow. Dolls can change into unlocked outfits and change poses in the dormitory. In the dormitory, you can view profiles of acquired dolls, including their records, memories, and voice lines. So this is their way of getting you attached to the characters by being able to see them in, like, personal situations. Present a gift to the doll. I don't know. Details of the gift can be viewed here. Kendra, you've got the details right. Try giving a gift. Try giving a gift literally to her. She's just like, do it. Give me something. Give me a gift. The data gal portion of the game. You want Sunday for the remembrance characters? I don't even know what this gift is, but I'm giving it to you because you asked me for it. Kendra, please keep moving forward. She didn't say anything. You do like when people are direct. What is public area? Oh, dormitory is what I was just at. Dispatch room, weapon gallery. Especially Castries, because her summon is that dragon she had in the trailer. You much prefer the chibi breakground deco in the first game? Okay, shop. Redemption, which is the premium currency. Trading post. I don't know what these summons are from, if they're from getting doubles or such, I'm guessing. Subscription agreement. Custom skin. Quality selection. Daily purchase limit. And it's a daily free gift pack. Oh, 5 premium currency. They added a nice flair to each friend. That's nice. Oh god, Covenant Ring, is that to marry them? You will inscribe a unique code into the base layer of Willing Dolls, forever engraving their unforgettable moments together. I feel like that's supposed to be like a wedding band. We didn't see that outfit for her before. That's standard procurement. It's not letting me click. That's like standard weapon. That's Ulrid. Probably Ulrid's. Oh, that's Ulrid's weapon. That's Ulrid. That's Suomi's weapon. That's Suomi. This is the beginner one with 20% off. I want the cat girl there. Hey, Nika. Okay, access 10 times. Will it open for each of them? Veteran Nagant reporting for duty. Not bad, not bad. Looks like Commander's grown up quite a bit too. Not a fan. Her name's Nagant, and then she has a Nagant revolver. So these girls are all named after guns. Okay, so I got a purple rarity rifle and a purple rarity girl there. They still have quite a bit of Jades to get before Sunday goes away. Good for that. I do, on the one hand, I do want to roll on this girl because I think she's cute. Use the Derringer. As far as you know, in the sequels they got real names. They were in the first thing. I kind of want to roll on her, but this one's cheaper, and they basically guarantee you with an elite doll at 50. So I feel like going for it. How about I give you a discount now and we put together a long-term employment contract? I can't skip this. Kind of like how she looks. I like the bare midriff, but you hope you can... I just hope I can... My loyal wife, G36 again. I'm sure I'll get a lot more premium currency, and I take it these are all the super rare characters, which I'll only get one of when it hits within 50. I have to do up to 30 times more. Okay. 80% damage, good attack range. 70% damage and 2 stacks of flammable. If under the effect of 2 or more burn buffs, perform an additional attack on them, dealing burn damage. Select an ally, restoring HP to them and stability, and applies heat recovery, so she'll be my first healer. Target HP is fully if the target's HP is fully restored after healing, applies Blazing Assault, increasing their attack. She sure loves Moolah. User gains heat recovery and Blazing Assault for 2 turns. Select one enemy and deal burn damage to them. Heat recovery. Before being attacked, recovers own HP equal to 30% of the attack. Tell you about how a mobile game CEO was telling people how to make money off mobile games, and was pretty much like, I know this stuff will sound horrible, so you might need to just leave ethics out of it. No, you did not tell me, but that doesn't surprise me. Her passive. When an enemy within range receives damage from an ally, she does one action of support, dealing physical damage, and applying Blazing Assault to the allied unit. This can happen once per turn. When under heat recovery, it does more stability damage and grants 1 point of index. So I likely will use her because she has a mild heal. I don't think I need her yet, but... Reminds you of gacha games being so flashy and having animations when you're rolling. Well, that's what they're supposed to do, and this is a gacha game. Okay, this girl who I don't really like how she looks. Basic damage to enemy. Damage to enemy. If the attack breaks their stability, applies acid corrosion. Oh, so if it stuns them, if it staggers them, it reduces their defense. Deals damage if there's no enemies within 4 tiles, attacks a second time and reduces their defense. That is kind of nice. My sniper can reduce their defense though. It's like the psychological to get you hyped up, to get you hooked on the feeling of being able to get what you want and win. Oh, absolutely, and that's why at casinos they do that with the flashing lights and stuff. ZZZ gave 800 polychrome. Nice, nice. Select one enemy target and deal corrosion damage. If target has defense debuffs, applies a vulnerable one. Before attacking for 2 turns, stability damage. Yeah, I don't like her so far. So she attacks for high damage. If their defense is already down, it increases the damage she deals for 2 turns. For each instance of damage dealt, gain a point, an index point. If an enemy moves close to her, she attacks them. If the target has a defense buff, applies stun to them for 1 turn. Well, that's the one saving grace to her that makes her interesting. If she's applied her defense debuff to someone and they get close to her, she can stun them for 1 turn. That could make her useful. It's negative 20 pull save for Miyabi. Nice, nice, nice. It's because they won like at the PlayStation Partner Awards. They also give free alcohol to casinos because people don't make the greatest financial decisions. I'm not sure if they just straight up give free alcohol, but I've heard they give the free alcohol to people that are winning. You're winning, they give you alcohol, hope that you'll lose, and they get their money back. Hey Mika, do you want to go outside? I'm going to take a quick break for a minute or two, let my dog out, use the washroom and such. I will be back in just a minute or two. Yeah, you can hear her already getting ready to go out. Be right back. Doggy wants out. She did. Chucky Milk Time. I did have some. Did you know Star Wars had a hero shooter game? I know they had an MMO game with shooting. Star Wars has had a lot of games. The more recent ones usually suck. Cough, EA, cough. EA's done nothing good to the franchise. The googly eyes go over the goggles. I think the googly eyes go over the glasses if they're redeemed in that order, and then it looks like there's bags under the eyes. I was eating a little chocolate from a pot of gold. Sasha's cute, pass it on. I'm absolutely passing that on. I'll pass it on as many times as I need to. Hi, Sinful. How are you doing tonight? A quiet sigh needs to be followed. Pass it on. Hi, quiet. Pot of gold. Sasha, pass it on. Unbelievable. But what was I thinking? Pot of gold is like a little box of chocolates. When I was a kid, they were really good and a bit more expensive. Then several years ago, they made them half the price and absolute garbage, but we'll still buy them around Christmas time. Sasha, what the heck? What the heck? Did you get chalky milk? I had a sip or two of it. I don't actually bring it with me to the computer, though. You still remember fumbling with that one clue not releasing? Quiet could have taken it the whole time. With the sniper clue poke. Oh yeah, that's true. We didn't know that they had the serpent perk, though. And that's what it's called, serpent. Oh, so that gave me 3 summons for 100%ing that thing. Serpent is good, it is, but I never pick it. It looks like you put on way too much mascara. It does. But I like it! No, it's the glasses, it's the glasses. Campaign 2 is the second, or Chapter 2 is the second signal. The disorganized information hidden beneath the calm surface surges forth, emerging from every crevice. What's hidden in the box? A doll. Or... Have you ever tried makeup, Sasha? Only vaguely. With my sister when I was young. You've been interested in trying it? If you'd like to, then I definitely think you should go for it. You're looking in bed. I hope you're doing okay. I saw someone give you a head pat, so I feel good seeing you get that. No, I'm asking you. I've been interested in it before, but I'm also not in a family or place where it would probably be acceptable to try that on. So like I said, only played around with it a little as a kid with my sister because she wanted to. Did you say vaguely or a completely different word? In what regard? I don't remember what I said 5 seconds ago. That's how streaming happens. That's what streaming does to the brain. I keep going on different conversations with different people. Oh, last ad break starts in 5 minutes. You pronounce vaguely very different. Strange. You fight him, Sasha. Let me at him. Do it. Comms and drivetrain fully repaired. Mobile base is running at 72% capacity. It was at like 49 before. Purification zone is just up ahead. We'll head in soon. She's just staring at me. It's full speed ahead. Once the repairs are complete, have May come to the operations room. Commander, is something wrong with the box? The box has lost its outer shell. It's now by my feet. Kralik looks around and approaches me when her eyes fall on the box at my feet. The box may be equipped with a signal transmitter. That does seem suspicious. Why does it look like that? This is the contents of our mission objective. An entity hidden in daylight. Your neural circuits are shorted. Destruction and immortality conjoin. Disintegrate or perish. Say what? Why don't you try it? I'll slash you into pieces, you hear me? Maybe it's not for the purpose of geolocation. Look at this. At the main terminal, Grosser projects the signal monitoring interference onto the large screen in the ops room. Signal interference. The interference is clear, unique, and periodic. The transmitter must be very close by. Polodnitsa did mention there was static over the comms. Couldn't it just be bad reception? It's a possibility, but if Polodnitsa thought it was not normal, then it must have sounded quite different from noises caused by regular signal fluctuations. This peculiar kind of static started occurring only after the exterior casing of the box was cracked. Oh, so was the box hiding it or blocking it? So this is how the Varjagers have been tracking us. It's certainly the most plausible hypothesis, but do they really have such capabilities? Just tracking a transmitter is pretty straightforward, but how could they have the manpower and equipment needed to monitor discriminative bands and locate a moving target? Everything is pointing to the fact that they've been able to pinpoint our location with great accuracy. They're going to all that trouble just for this box, and they don't even know what's in it from how they talked before. No, for what's inside this box. What is in it? It's a girl? A girl who survived being exposed to a collapse storm for over 2 minutes. Or it could be a new T-doll model. After all, none of us could get a proper look back then. Dawn breaks. Light embellishes the trees. Maybe they are forced to pursue us, that's what Nemesis said. But can't we just block the signal to avoid being tracked? Is the encryption level of this ops room not enough to isolate external signal transmissions? I mean, the whole place was destroyed, so... That's all we can do for now, attempt to activate the ops room's signal block. Block failed. Signal cannot be isolated. Waveband passes through the isolation material. Then we'll have May take a look at this once she's done repairing the base. Monsters incoming! Threat level 2! And now we shoot them. Before it looked like I could bring a 4th person. There's been an increase in pursuing monsters since the box broke. It's possible the monsters sense the interference signal. They can do that? The monsters haven't been around long, so we're not sure what abilities they possess. Let's take them down. Nope, it only lets me bring 3. And I like my current 3. That other girl's a healer, but I haven't really needed... I mean, she attacks and has a single heal, but I haven't needed really to use the heal yet, or to heal anyone just yet, because we're still so early on. Really takes cover and focuses solely on attacking the nearest enemy, an expert at weaving nets, drawing each and every prey it encounters into its web. Just run her forwards. It's patting the dog. How are you liking the game so far? I'm actually enjoying it. The character designs can be a little sussy with skin-tight suits and stuff, but I don't mind that. I do like the overall designs of the character. The gameplay is nice, except it's super duper easy. On that note, I'm literally only in chapter 2 out of like 6 released chapters, so it makes sense this early in the game that everything is going to be absolutely trivial. As long as it gets harder later on, then I feel like I can see myself enjoying the game a decent amount. I like the world itself. I like the idea of a big moving base, just like in Arc Knights that I've been playing for multiple years. And you can set it to just auto combat if you don't feel like dealing with all the stuff. They're behind cover, but it shouldn't matter. Or it looked like they were. Couldn't they have picked a better time and place? They keep coming in packs. It's so annoying. Broken gears emitting a lamentable cry, far from gentle sleep. Oh yeah, then what could be the reason, pray tell, oh smoothly running nemesis? Exile. Dim stars. Nemesis, you... Commander, something may be wrong with the surrounding area. Hi, Oblique. How are you doing tonight? I hope you are well. We're lacking in reliable environmental data at the moment, because our map stuff's broken. In the first game, they had a mission difficulty selectable, but this is a lot different. There is a mission difficulty, except it's like you have to be level 20 or something to unlock hard mode. Hold on, the dog wants out the door here, the French door. But yeah, so there is a hard difficulty for levels, which might let me beat the levels a second time and thus get a second set of premium currency from them. Well, we have to climb up to the roof and check things with our own eyes. I also know nothing about the first game. I did not play it, etc., so all of the stuff is basically new to me. You're doing well, just getting home from work. How are you two? I am doing well, just vibing. I have some chocolates I can nibble on after stream. I worked on my models earlier tonight. I'm liking how they're turning out, so I might post pictures sometime. Doing good. Oh, someone raided out, so I have to open someone else's stream. Oh, Lalondine, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a lovely night. I'm just typing this in chat first. Thank you for doing the shout out for Lalo. But I hope you had yourself a great night. Thank you for the raid. Visual observation will yield very limited info. That's true. We wouldn't be so helpless now if only May had saved us the last drone. We're currently capable of mid-range communications, should we ask for info from nearby bounty hunters. At this point, even the info from Brief is unreliable, and the bounty hunters are all dubious. Any intel they provide can't be trusted. Yeah, Frey, welcome back. If ads are over, thank you again for the raid, Lalo. I do appreciate it. I hope you had a lovely night. Hello to anybody new here from Lalo's stream. My name's Sasha. Despite how I look, I am in fact a boy, and I stream literally every single night. So if you're ever bored when Lalondine is not around and you want someone to vibe with, you'll find me here playing whatever games caught my interest. And how's the game going? I am definitely enjoying it so far. I'm looking forward to the combat actually becoming hard, where I actually have to think of placement and stuff, rather than just running in and shooting everybody as soon as possible. On that note, I like the setting of the game. It reminds me a lot of Arknights, which I have played for like 3 years, etc. So I can easily get into this with the mobile bases and the big weather crisis events going around. It's almost the exact same in that way. But so definitely recommend it if you like this type of game. What were you playing tonight? Arknights used to be your obsession. Nice. It's not an obsession for me anymore, but it absolutely was when the game first came out. Like, I played it so religiously. You played some Control? Nice. I never played that, but I got it for free at one point on PlayStation 4, so I meant to play it at some point. I heard good things about it from my mod Furball. But I still do play Arknights and try to use up my energy now and then, but I skip through most of the story stuff. I'm always like, I can go back and read it someday if I want. It's very good, so you recommend it. Nice. There isn't any English voiceover for the game yet. It's like Korean, Japanese, and Chinese. So I've been reading all of the stuff all night, and my voice already feels like it's going to get hoarse. So I don't think I'm going to do another day of reading through this stuff anytime soon. I am going to try Black Ops 6 out soon, though, because for $1 I got 2 weeks of Game Pass. It's like first time signing up for it for $1. They let you have 2 weeks. And I think it was Verlix that called that like Game Pass inflation, because they used to give you a full month for $1. We're about to enter the purification zone. The Great Wall Railway Garrison has confirmed receipt of our transponder ID and requested we maintain at least a 10-kilometer distance from the railway. Groza, confirm our position. Our current distance is 10.23 kilometers. Maintain this distance and stay the course. Say... If we want to verify our intel, can't we just ask the garrison or whatever? Great Wall Railway Kralik. What a stupid name. It's just slightly bigger than usual train. A slightly bigger than usual train? Krolik, that's the mobile facility for isolating the spread of collapse contamination and implementing the purification project, which is the single most important policy the URNC has undertaken since its establishment. That place's endeavors to purify contamination zones may be threatening our livelihood as bounty hunters, but if it means more civilians can live under better conditions, it's not bad at all. Uh-huh. So what's wrong with getting in touch with them? It's not a bad idea, but I'm not so sure about putting it into action, not to mention... You okay, Mika? Are you nervous because of the storm? Come here. Come here, Mika. You're a good girl. We have like a windstorm going on, and I think the dog, after... She was quiet all night laying on the couch behind me, but I think after going outside and seeing how bad the wind is, she's now getting nervous and looking over her shoulder and being like, oh god. Do you want to go upstairs? One sec, I'll see if she wants to go up. Okay, back. I brought her up and dropped her off with my mom. Kind of woke her up, but she didn't seem to mind. I just put the dog on her bed. And I was like, you can deal with her and calm her down, because you're the mummy. It's not a bad idea, but I'm not so sure about putting it into action. Not to mention... Just the sight of those old military dolls is enough to make me squirm. Why? Have they whooped your butt before? It's probably because those are the people he worked for before, I bet. What? What are you staring at me for? Pale orange sunlight shines upon the railway. Not far away, the base is driving at high speed while maintaining a careful distance from the train. Are they going to attack us? I feel like they wouldn't. Just from the way they talk about it being the purification thing and everything. We just talked a bunch of story and they're making us do story note again. A carefully planned accident has caused us to stumble. The vehicle monitor authorizations have been disabled. Security system is on comprehensive self-diagnostic in process. Estimated completion at 10:33. The base begins as self-diagnostic and the lights go off temporarily. As the interior darkens, the sky outside the window becomes brighter in contrast. One can now see the thick, shifting cloud layers. It's going to snow. Snow? What's that? Oh, cities and white zones have periodic, artificially controlled rainfall. Snow is basically rain in contaminated zones. It's very rare, especially in this region and season. Huh. And here I thought it was another storm. It's just rain. Just rain? There's quite a few interesting rumors about snow in contaminated zones, you know? Rumors such as the snow in these zones intensifies the release of collapse radiation and increases the concentration of collapsed particles. Invisible flames, rising high into the sky. Huh? It's just snow. Surely it can't be that serious. May is reporting emergency from the central hub and requesting our support. Tsk. Now? She specifically demands the commander's presence. Groza, let's have a look. Krolek Nemesis, stay in the operations room, speak through the intercom if something's wrong. Okay. Oh, Commander. Commander, Calm down, May, it's alright. Leader. I'm so sorry. We're missing a kind of part to repair the base. I clearly remember including it in the list I sent out, but they're not in the supply crates, so now the repairs can't be completed. We need more parts! They're not in the crates. Was there a mistake? No, that's not possible. They are all really important parts. I definitely put them in the list. I see, but regardless, the parts are missing. Let me think. As punishment, how many bottles are in May's collection right now? Oh, wow. After the last refill, I only have a small cabinet left. Could you take something else instead? Something else? What about your bonus for this month? If it's the bonus, aye. Fine, deduct it from my bonus. Just don't touch my wine. Ha. If deducting the sum from your bonus was enough to make up for these seemingly endless expenses of repairing the base, we wouldn't be having it so rough. Huh? Contact Polonitsa. Since you're certain the parts were ordered, then the problem is on her end. Really? So you won't take my bonus? How about this? Once the repairs are done, you work overtime to create a signal jammer. Isolation material alone isn't enough to seal off the signal emitting from that box. Oh, work overtime? No problem. But if it's to make a jammer, I'll need to order even more parts. Seeing May is still racked with guilt and wringing the procurement list in her hands, Groza walks up to her and takes the paper out of her hands, smooths it out, and returns it to May. May, the commander isn't blaming you. Don't worry. Right, I'm contacting Polonitsa now. Wow, the commander again. Life must be pretty hard for you to keep giving me business. We're missing parts from our order. Missing? Impossible. The service of your professional and reliable underground broker is impeccable. But the parts definitely aren't in the crates that came back. What parts? The Universal Tier 4 torque rod for heavy-duty vehicles number K812. We're missing 3 of them. On the other end of the line, Polonitsa seems to be scrolling through her records. You finally found out, Commander. Huh? This particular part was out of stock back then, so I sent you a gift that could be tricky as a substitute. I was just wondering how come you still hadn't noticed. What did you give me? Don't worry, it won't become your Achilles heel. I'm hardly invulnerable like Achilles. Oh ho! The missing parts will be delivered soon. As compensation for the gift, I'll provide a follow-up tip-off regarding the free intel I gave you. I believe you'll be interested. Commander, the Varjagers who are pursuing you have been frequently enlisting the service of the underground broker network to relay information lately. Relaying info? If I remember correctly, that kind of service is ridiculously costly. Well, it does involve delivering info to the recipient directly through a top-secret channel. Considering how difficult it is, it's pretty reasonable to charge a small fee, right? Speaking of which, my personal info is also for sale at a discounted fee. Interested, Commander? No, thank you. Pity. Underground brokers who've had dealings with disreputable customers such as Varjagers tend to keep records of such dealings, so I had a pretty easy time getting my hands on their intel. Compared to that, the recipient of their intel is a lot more professional. They purged the records or redirected them. The latter. The intel went through layers of encryption, then got redirected to a specific node, which is accessed by another signal at the same time. You played that and you loved how it in the game the peoples were real-life people? Oh, like how they did in Inscription. This method would leave behind a traceable hardpoint. Surely you're capable of tracing the signal using that hardpoint. That's the most surprising thing. There were over 100k strings of data in this transfer. Those strings were redirected millions of times every time they were connected, and then they were split once more into 100k more springs before being sent out. Data encryption of such magnitude is utterly untraceable. Untraceable, even for you? If I sold my entire convoy and bought a server that filled up a whole underground base, I suppose it could be done. This is no ordinary adversary you're up against. It's been a while, hasn't it? Politnitsa, I'm adding to my order. Oh? I need an automatic turret and TNT. For the turret, make it that, plus tons of ammo, and throw in more recoil springs you're at it. The explosives have to be Yada grade. I need detonators and remote control. May will send you the exact quantities later. Oh ho, you're not going to be Buridan's butt, are you, Commander? Send me the delivery coordinates as well, little May. Okay. We also need parts to build a signal jammer, maybe a small one. Won't be necessary, we're going to eliminate the problem once and for all. Oh, you're wiping them out? I don't seem to have a choice. And thank you for shopping with us, Commander. You're welcome anytime. May, where are the supplies we received last time? They're all here. Commander, it was Krolik who loaded the supplies. When we collected them, she only verified the weight, which matched up with the order list. Something that weighs as much as 3 K812s. There's nothing little about this gift at all. Open the crates that you haven't inventoried. Okay. Let's take a look in... Commander! Enemy attack! It's the Varchuggers! May, how much longer will repairs take? They're 80% complete. In order to sustain driving at full speed, we'll have to stop the base at some point to recalibrate the train and vector engines. Once we have those wrenches, the vehicle will be fully repaired in 5 hours. Keep it up. The base will be driving top speed. We'll try to shake off the enemy as soon as ASAP. Don't fight them head on, Groza. Where are we going? Destination, Yada. We're entering the purification zone. Ooh, even though the railway warned us not to. After we leave the room, the lid of the supply crate that was just opened is pushed off quietly. There is a pause, sensing no other presence in the room. So she sent a person or a doll? A dark shadow slowly pokes its head out. So she left someone with us. Much a while. Hi, Waffle. How are you tonight? Great Wall Railway is ahead of us. Proceed full speed. Wait a minute. Those people are... A spy? Maybe? But I'm guessing it's someone related to them, and they want us to take care of them or take them away. I feel like they wouldn't actually send a spy in a crate that they knew we were going to open for the supply parts, etc. So it has to be like, I want you to take care of them, I want you to take them somewhere, I'm relying on you for this, but I knew you wouldn't accept it for straight up. They called it a gift. What's this thing? A robot? Bum, 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 bum. A vehicle, it's a huge vehicle. Charge, take them down! Commander, the situation on the battlefield is complex. We can use these pieces of cover to block them. Enemy. Alright, once May finishes repairs, the ship can lose them, the base can lose them at full speed. Till then, stop them from getting closer and buy time for the base. That guy always attacks from behind cover? Of course it hurts. Crucial feedback from my hit teammate. If that's the sniper, they literally ran out of cover to shoot me once. Did she move too? No, she's in the same spot I looked at playback. There's an explosive barrel. Or there's a fire barrel. And it does the exact same thing. I was going to say, will it leave fire over time? And it might. Most of these levels say they're giving me 10 intelligence, whatever it's called, which I think is the stuff for doing the next thing. So it's like they let you play through the first few chapters before you start running out of energy. Storm has brought a large number of monsters with it, and the choppy signal is left with the wind. Commander, they're falling back. We breach the safety perimeter. The railway may attack us any second. Full stop, turn on the headlights. Crows to stay alert and watch for attacks. Return to the base once you confirm the enemy has retreated. Understood. The base decelerates. The headlights shine towards the Great Wall and start pulsing. After a few minutes, something seems to be happening on the train through the grey snowflakes dancing in the air. Meanwhile, the base receives a comm request. Commander! Esteemed warrant officer of the railway garrison, greeting from a bounty hunter registered with brief. Huh. Maintain a 10-kilometer distance. I did say that, didn't I? Apologies, warrant officer. Please accept my deepest gratitude. Gratitude? Huh. Indeed, thank you for letting us through and helping us shake off the Varjagers. Your acting is terrible, Commander. It's been a while. You put up quite a show asking me to keep my distance even after seeing my transponder ID, so they're friends? I was honestly worried for a second that you'd actually left, my dear Officer Vladimir. Well, you're in luck. As a matter of fact, I am going to leave soon. I received a transfer notice last week. I can finally leave this godforsaken place for a green zone. Hi, Mitzi. Congratulations, so you finally have decent subordinates can take over from you after so many years. They'll have to do. Garbage will always be garbage, but it's been 5 years. Surely they've improved. You, on the other hand, haven't changed at all, even after all this time. As you can see, my financial situation is pretty much like this beat-up base. Thanks to you, my Elmo has finally lost its annoying tails. What kind of trouble have you gotten into? The Varjagers shouldn't be a problem for you, should they? It's a long story. Anyways, I'm glad I can lie low here for a while. My poor base and dwindling supplies can't take much more. Ha, never thought I'd see you in such a sorry state. What if I add more stuff to your plate, oh great bounty hunter registered with brief? Dang, you're collecting your debts sooner than I thought. They introduce one man and are like, don't worry, he's blanking. Out of there! You just came at the perfect time. What's the matter? Nothing troublesome. Purification has been completed here, and the ground is being leveled so new tracks can be laid for a new purification zone ahead. Monster cleanup in the area shouldn't be any of our business right now, but then they sent a distress signal. I can't ignore it, can I? What about your competent subordinates? Why don't you send them? Ha. It's snowing today. In this kind of weather, collapse radiation levels skyrocket. The protective suits don't do jack. See, nobody wants to go. Besides, your dolls don't die. Whereas if I send my garbage subordinates out, who knows how many return. In any case, I'm their superior. I write to their parents at the end of every year. I promise to bring them home. Hopefully my voice doesn't just die after tonight. Wow, what an outstanding officer. I'm moved to tears. Oh? Not bad, Commander, taking in another doll? Your hobbies are as varied as always. Stop making fun of me. Got any environmental data on this area? Environmental data? I do, but my garbage subordinates won't even hang around in the duty room in this weather. God knows where the data is stored. It might take me a while to find. I do remember it being sent along with a distress call. What's the reward? Reward? A bounty hunter registered with brief actually thinks the so-called Great Wall Railway Garrison, which is hovering just above the poverty line, has anything to offer as a reward? No reward? Officer, we're starving to death here. Shouldn't Surely one shouldn't treat an old friend so discourteously. I mean, the great bounty hunter registered with Brief isn't too curious either. Thanks to you, we, the so-called garrison, have been treated like dirt since we were dispatched. You brought this upon yourself, no? Still, I could share some supplies like ammo. I thought they kept a very close eye on the use of military supplies. A close eye? In these 5 years, not a single soul has asked me anything about our reserves, and even if we kept them, I doubt they'd ever come into use. Fair. Alright, we have a deal. I'll go clean up the monsters there. I knew I could count on you, Commander. I have one condition. Could the esteemed warrant officer take time to carefully recall any locations that meet all 3 of the following conditions? Complex terrain, unvaried weather patterns, and teeming with monsters. Possibly, but retrieving the info is complicated. I might recall once you've completed the task. Might. Tisk, I didn't know collapse radiation could affect someone's memory. You never know. Mr. Vladimir doesn't seem to have changed at all. Yeah, he's every bit the quibbler he was. He shouldn't be a military officer. He would have made a brilliant underground broker. We received the mission info and environmental data. Let's be on our way. I hope the officer's trip down memory lane proves fruitful. It is nice that they changed even the background. Like, for a second we saw what looked like the Great Wall. This is the place, right? Is it really deserted? Have the monsters all set up shop in their turf? Humans and dolls are different. Even with protective suits, it's hard to guarantee safety if there's a sudden surge of collapse radiation. Let's finish what we started and clear out the remains here. Got it! Leave it to me and my bunny ears. I added on that last part, if you didn't know. She can get there. No, she can't hit multiples with that. She'll return to where she was before after this. I don't think this will kill them. I could have tried using our ult thing. Oh no, it did. I don't know if that purple thing means they're resistant to that effect, which Nemesis has. Oh, she can't hit those. Oh, she can shoot them if I move up here. Perfect. Sesh, I hope you're well. You're doing good. Glad to hear it. I am in fact doing well. It's good to see you, Donkus. I've seen you lurking sometimes. I hope you've been having a great time. Nodders. In life in general. Noddies. Donkus chat emote. Please enter SL22. Oh, we get a new character. Please click to view. Ripples appear once again on settling water. Consequence of that change brings are hard to foretell. That's the character we saw in one of the first things. With the blue hair. All monsters have been exterminated, Commander. Contact Warrant Officer. I walk up to the projection screen. Done already? Such astounding efficiency, Commander. You flatter me. And the supplies? Already dispatched. They're at the elevator landing in Zone Yada. Groza, send the elevator number to Krolik and the others. Got it! So how's your memory doing now? Port Vest. Weather is boring there, basically a never-ending collapse storm. Complexity in the terrain and the number of monsters should satisfy your requirements. That does sound boring. It's probably the reason for the recent increase of number of monsters. Even a Boojum has appeared, I believe. Will that be the Chapter 2 boss? Any other locations? Nope. As I said, they're currently leveling the ground in the region in preparations for the new purification zone. The garrison sealed off most areas with complex terrain to clear up the monsters. On the screen, he peers down at his data. The risk factor of Portfest is high. Barely anybody's been there lately, so the environmental data hasn't been updated in a while. Get me the data, please. Have you gone mad? I mentioned a Boojum, didn't I? I've always thought you were smart enough to pick your battles. Perhaps you could provide some aid. I'll pray for you every night before I go to bed. Thank you, that's very kind and generous of you. I heard. What's a Boojum? A special amalgamation of multiple monsters. The reason and conditions for their formation are unknown. It's also unclear if they appear in groups. From the individual ones that have been observed, their threat level is above 4. Put simply, it's a monster that'll send us to Kingdom Come if we ever run into it. Birds of all shapes and colors spread their wings and take flight. Huh? What? The grove far from the shore. The lingering of dawn. The end of the primordial. What? What is Nemesis saying, Krolik? What do you mean, alive, dead, moving, unmoving? Something that will suddenly grow large? Are you talking about the Boojums? We received the info about Portfest. This terrain. It fits the bill perfectly. Hold on, what are we doing now? The box is a big problem, but the Varjagers chasing us are also bothersome. Just get May to build a jammer, they can't come after us without targeting, right? Jamming the signal is only temporary. Commander wishes to completely eliminate the Varjagers pursuing us. Groza, look. This map of Vest, here, here, and here. This is risky. The Varjagers may call for reinforcements. With our current strength and gear, even if we reduce their numbers by taking advantage of the monsters, our own survival isn't guaranteed when there's a possibility of ever encountering a Boojum. But according to the officer, the Boojum doesn't show itself often. Perhaps it's not in a state that allows it to wander about. What say you, Nemesis? Light streaks across the sky. Darkness falls. Hearing no interpretation from Krolik, we all look towards her in unison. Oh, hi Mika. The dog came back down. What's that supposed to mean? Don't look at me, I didn't understand a word of that either. It didn't sound like good news, considering the risk of encountering the Boojum. We can't stay long at the port. We must withdraw as soon as we've taken care of the Varjagers. Commander! Drone elevator still needs final testing, but the repairs are almost otherwise done. Thanks for your hard work. Have we got the automatic turret and explosives? Yes, they're in the storeroom. Calibrate the turret and get it installed right now. Does it have to be now? Just hang in a bit longer, May. Oh, cutscene. Unregistered doll detected, Commander, located in... right outside? Huh? What's going on? And it's the blue-haired girl, because it said we get her. And that's who must have snuck in. Who's there? It showed the purple-haired girl who we recruited. Did it know we recruited her? Don't move. No. Sorry about that. So there are people on this thing. The lights are up. Identify yourself. Nice to meet you. My name is Kolfni, an ordinary civilian doll. I came all this way from Polodnitsa to aid the legendary commander. I'm not with the bad guys. Huh. And we're supposed to take your word for it? Commander, let's dismantle her and double-check with Polodnitsa. We can put her back together once we've verified what she said. Wow. Wow, is this really necessary? Look, I'm not even armed. I'm really here to help. Cross my heart, so calm down. Through the door, the doll who identifies herself as Kolfni is still lying in a heap on the floor. She produces several bottles of liquor from behind herself. Rice wine! Oh, so you're the cutie pie who loves her liquor. Polodnitsa mentioned you. Here, it's all for you. Really? My collection has only ever been plundered. I can't believe someone would help me add to it. May, please don't cry. Miss Kofni's such a good person. That's right, I'm here with the purest of intentions. Why don't you let me in and we can talk? Let her through. Commander, you don't know if she's friend or foe. Doesn't matter, even if she were stuffed full of explosives, she's so small the explosion wouldn't be enough to kill us. Krolek let her through. Tisk. So are you the gift that Polonisa mentioned? Wow, is that how she introduced me? That's right, I am a gift from Polonisa to you, Commander. Wait, it's a small girl with blue hair. Anyan! Anyan! We found Gura! Polonisa wouldn't sell her hen on a rainy day. What's her reason for sending her to you to me? She told me you're short on tactical dolls at the moment, and it so happens I want to be modified into a tactical doll. It works out perfectly for both of us, don't you think? Oh, so she doesn't want to be a civilian one anymore? Modified into a tactical doll? You want to have a fire control core installed? That's probably more like onions. That's right, she said you'd made a large purchase for those. Can't she spare one for me? Oh, she's trans? Is she? Why? Why? Why do I wish to undergo modification? She told me you can use an extra pair of hands. But like, violence trans? What? Once I'm refitted with a fire control core, I can help you out in battles and ease the workload on your other dolls. I'll be of great help to you, Commander. No, you could have become a T-doll under Polonisa's employment. Why come to me? Small check, blue check, short. Error not found. That's obviously because of the lavish... You're a medical support doll at the Central Army 6th General Hospital. Huh? The identification number on your left pupil is compiled by the Central Army Emergency First Response Unit, the Anti-Contamination Regiment of the Railway Force. No, the medical and chemical one. She wants to be transitioned from a civilian to a DPS. She's a harm assist. Wow, as expected, Commander, you're amazing, as they say, and so observant to boot. Which medical team do you belong to? I can escort you back to your unit if necessary. As I continue to question the doll named Kofni relentlessly, the smile on her face stiffens. I don't belong to a team anymore. Really? I remember the 11th Regiment got wiped out helping the main force with a monster extermination. Are you a surviving doll? I do not belong to a team anymore. She stares at me, the smile slowly disappearing from her face. You're a good girl, Mika. It's okay. I'll protect you from the windstorm, okay? You just stay here with me. I'll protect you. Realizing she's getting emotional, she hurriedly drops her head before she loses her composure. I see. If you need to travel within contamination zones, I'll allow you to stay on board my vessel for now as a medical doll. You're not quite like how she described you. You're both kind and smart, Commander. How did she describe me? You look very kind and smart. Then what about the fire control core? You won't say no, will you? Medical doll, this identity alone is enough to earn you a place on my base, yet you insist on being modified into a tactical doll. Do you have an ulterior motive? Motive? Wow, Commander, I'm just trying to help. After all, it's better if I can handle myself in a fight in a contaminated zone where we can come under attack at any minute. Don't you agree? I let out a sigh and then give Groza, who is next to me, a light tap. Groza nods and follows me to a window away from the door. What do you think? We're about to engage the Varjagers, Commander. Adding to our fighting strength could work to our advantage. But it doesn't have to be her. You're considering her request. I admit she may have convinced me. She must have gone through something, and right now she's wandering aimlessly. Like we once did. I leave the window and return to address Kofni. She comes with Polonisa's recommendation, so she isn't exactly suspicious. Oh no, she 100% is suspicious. Like, you can't even bat around the bush there. I don't know what this guy's saying. Of course I'm not. Like I said, I just want to be used to you. Don't you understand? Say, what's going on? Commander, I've just completed repairs on the base, but the turret still needs to be calibrated. If we add the tactical mod on top of that... Ugh, I'll have to burn the midnight oil again. May, get some rest once you're done with this turret. You can install the fire core on Kofni after you wake up. Thank you. Oh, then that's no problem. Oh, so you agree? Thanks, Commander. It's May who'll be doing the work. Thank you, cutie pie who loves strange liquid. You really should take care of those dark circles around your eye, though. I'll give you a massage. Stay away! That took way too long, but now we'll have enough dolls in a fight, right? The stars travel along their trajectories, converging. Tsk. You seem happy about this. When Kolfni's mod is completed, set off at 14:30 to verify the environmental report about Port Vest. Perform an exercise to build up some teamwork and coordinate in combat while you're at it. No problem. Everyone get some rest. Kolfni, you stay. I'm probably mispronouncing her name, but still. Thanks everyone. Catch you later. Commander. Groza hasn't left along with the others. She stays where she is and peers at Kolfni. Right. I'll be right outside. Kolfni? What are your orders, Commander? I'm all ears. You can stop that. I know life in contaminated zones has been very hard on you the last few months. I understand why you feel you have to talk in such an exaggerated manner. But I've already agreed to your request. You can stay even if you drop the cajolery. I know you do have an alternative motive. You believe the prerequisite of achieving it is you get to stay on my base. I will not ask you about your motive. As long as you don't cross the line, I won't interfere with your activities. Oh, and I just noticed the internet being dumb on my laptop. You're okay, Mika. You're a good girl. She's just standing there staring at me, panting. You're a good girl. You can sit on my lap after stream, okay? And what line would that be? This is where I draw the line. All the members on this vehicle, both humans and dolls, are my family. I don't care what you want to do, but you must not harm them. If your actions put my family in harm's way, I eye the doll who calls herself Kolfni evenly. Your body, along with your neural cloud, will be wiped off the face of the earth. You can think of this as a contract between us. If you want to stay, make sure you don't cross the line. An island full of bananas, 11 nest for bananas. Oh god, it's stuck in your head, help. Goodbye, Krull. I hope you survive the Slummernata mematic virus. Where's your zombie girl waifu? I don't think there are any sausages, but hi, we're gonna be ending soon. Damn, they gonna erase her neural cloud? Yep, Lily saying we're gonna kill you and make sure you can't come back. After a brief moment of silence, she drops her over-the-top smile. Alright. See? You look so much more natural already. The dorm is up the stairs to the left. There are a lot of empty rooms. Take your pick. I sure hope I'm making the right choice this time. Bum bum ba-na-na-na. Oh no, did some super duper big trouble pop up? Maybe Kolfni will consider lending a hand, you know. You wish you got Birdman? Or should you call him what Sparkle called him? Heal and stability regen and assist. Chicken boy. Okay, it is 3 a.m. for me. This is where I'm going to wind down for now. I probably will play more off stream the next day or two, so people who are interested should check the game out for themselves, because they're going to miss out. Have a good sleep. Thank you. We can go bug Riri. Tomorrow night, I'm probably going to try out Black Ops 6. I'm probably going to do the campaign tomorrow night for a bit and just see what it's like. And then the day after that, I'll try out zombies and multiplayer and see what's what. But thank you for coming by. Thank you for the raids earlier. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a nice night. Please remember to take care of yourself, hydrate, get some rest if you need to. I'll be back tomorrow. I look forward to seeing you again. But for now, let's go bug Riri and convince her to play Girls Frontline as well. Frontline! Anyways, peace out. Good night. Goodbye. Good night. 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 Peace. Your mom.